a sec. There we go. All right, so we last left our adventurers, referring to themselves as Daywatch, I believe it was. What you
Oh,
guys?
right, we're the Day Watch.
Yeah, it's a temporary name, but anyways, we last left our adventurers after killing an egg keg on their way to the next territory. Essentially, they found themselves at a halfway house, a nice little building that's basically put up on a
Full of alcoholics.
yeah, basically. Um, nice little business that sets itself up next to trade routes and other such places to allow travelers to a safe place to rest their heads, essentially, instead of just roughing it out in the woods. Uh, Upon arriving, Avi did an amazing performance, getting himself some money out of it, entertaining several of the patrons who were already there. Just a traveling merchant group and
Oh,
their hired
oh,
bodyguards.
real
Yes.
quick, could you give me another character sheet for Cindy?
Yes. How would I go
Okay.
about doing that? Add a character. Add a
Yeah.
character sheet.
Add a character sheet, and then just allow me to edit it, and I'll build. Or I have it on my phone, I think, so I can just build it up from there.
All
Oh
right.
my!
Can be edited by Avi. Save changes. There we go.
She's gonna be on around 7.
Around 7-ish. That's fine.
Yeah.
Um. Uh. No, that still works. Yeah. No, that's fine. All right. So before retiring that evening, Killen stayed behind for a short bit to talk with some of the hired guards that were with the merchants. Learned a little bit about the guild system and how that works, and how there's a little bit of bureaucracy involved in it to make sure that everyone, that the employers don't get screwed out of the deal, and that the actual adventurers do their job and slash are compensated properly. And how job boards work, which are essentially just po- um, posting boards for like, hey, we need some help doing this. Uh, Although guild posting boards are going to have the best jobs, while common boards you'll find will just have some odd jobs, and occasionally some good jobs just from people who either can't afford the guilds or simply want to keep it on a download basis. And before retiring, Killen did see one job post that kind of piqued his interest.
Hooker needed.
Just a basic help watch over me while I investigate something quest.
Yeah, like some ruins.
Yeah. All right, and
So definitely, we need a hooker.
you need some whores.
Mm,
So you guys wake up the next morning feeling refreshed. What do you guys want to do?
mm, I suppose breakfast is in order.
Yes, a good old hearty breakfast. So you head downstairs. All the other guys are already down there. They're having their nice meal before they head out. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Uh, you find yourselves a nice table, and the lady comes over and asks, "What will you be having?"
Uh, Steak and eggs. You got it.
We got eggs. We got boiled eggs. We got dried turnips, parsnips. We got millet biscuits, lentils. You want some boiled sausage with artichoke hearts? That's also a good one. I recommend that. And whatever you've been drinking.
Mead.
Mead, tankard or mead. Uh,
Hmm.
and you want what do you want? You want eggs and what else?
Steak.
We don't got steak. Sorry, sir.
Sausage.
The boiled sausage. All right. And what will you be having? And what will you be having, sir?
Me?
Yeah, looks to you, Kill. I'm sorry.
I'm good. I already ate.
All right. She doesn't notice that's your face. It's not a helmet yet. She looks at Tigray and what will you be having, sir? Que pasó? Kind of looks to you, Abby. What's going on?
Um. Uh. She's in Spanish. She's asking, "What do you want to eat?"
Oh, okay. Tiene uno huevo, por favor. And he's gonna have eggs too, essentially. My Spanish is
Ziggy,
terrible, so I'm not
order
gonna.
eggs, please.
My Spanish is terrible, so I'm not gonna actually.
No. I should say. I think of grits.
The grits coming up.
That's all.
Huevos, huevos con Dios. No. Anyways, so she gets a drink. Melora just wants some water. Doesn't really want to eat. She still seems to be a bit nervous staying in this place. And yeah, so she takes her orders. That'll be, let's see, tallying that all together. That'll be 2 silver, please.
All right, I got it. I made that much money. Or that way, it'll round out my cash to
Yeah.
a perfect 48.
Thankfully, food is cheap.
Yeah.
But
All right. There we
all right.
go.
So brings your food. You eat it. It's actually pretty decent food, albeit simple. And for the rest of this day, you get +5 to your HP.
Ooh.
I don't know if you remember, but I said sometimes eating just a home cooked meal is actually good for your character. So sometimes, like depending on what food and how much like how extravagant it is, it'll have like different effects. So so each meal, some of the guys you can hear like talking amongst themselves, having different conversations. What do you guys want to do?
Damn the torpedoes.
Do you do you want to try to do the side quest? Out of character. Oh no, in character. I guess I should be.
Yeah, try like for the most part, just try to stay in character.
Yeah, I realize that.
You tell him about the job you noticed on the board and
Yeah.
inquire if his opinion on it.
Yeah, like what do you think of helping this man out with the ruins, or should we just head straight on to capital?
The capital of Argentum.
Yeah, let's go. Let's.
You recall that when you were inquiring about what the Inquisitor was supposed to do and when he'd be arriving, that everyone had basically told you, like, don't worry about it. When he wants to talk to you, he'll find you, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that means, you're not really sure, but everyone's assured you, like, don't worry about like fucking off for a bit.
Don't leave town, or do, I don't really care.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Anyway.
It doesn't matter. He'll find you.
I don't know. What do you think, Mr.
Mr. Avi.
Let's go to I guess the capital.
Yeah.
I mean, side quests are always helpful. Let's go help the dude, earn some cash, and then go.
And then you go. All right. You guys cool with that?
Yes.
I'm
Okay.
the one who fucking said it. Of course I'm.
Well, I'm confirming,
No,
I have to confirm.
No, he's asking the rest of the characters that aren't us.
right? And Melora and Tigra are kind of like, all right, yeah, whatever.
I have no agency in this.
Yes, we cannot. Anyways, I keep doing. That's something I noticed when I was editing these is that I go a lot and also smack my lips a lot. I don't know why. I don't know when I started doing that, but I just did. Anywho, so you go to the job board. It doesn't really give much description on who it is or like where the ruins are. Just kind of like as a help me like post essentially.
Mm-hmm.
And you go up to the tavern owner or the guy who was at the bar originally. Ask him about it. Oh, that guy. Yeah, no, he comes in every other day just to see if anyone's taking the job or not. He should be here either later today or tomorrow morning.
Do you know what do you know what he looks like?
Some scrawny.
What does he look like?
He's some scrawny little fuck. He's one of those educational types, if you know what I mean.
The kind that needs a bodyguard or also, dying twig.
Yeah. Yeah, that kid don't know anything about camping or anything like that.
Oh, great.
Yeah, he's a squirmy little one. He comes in every now and then asking folks if they're in, and most of the time they turn him away. Apparently, the kid doesn't have too much coin on his hands, which is surprising. Usually, researchers carry a decent amount of money for such things.
Well, he's got spirit, I guess, if he keeps coming back. I'll give him that much.
He's got to have something at least. He kind of goes back to tending to his job.
All right. So, I mean, do we want to wait then? Because like,
You can wait and chill out. Something I brought up last time. I think Keaton left right before I said it, but taverns are also a good place just to like listen in on conversations for like rumors, or just even asking outright, like, "Hey, have you heard rumors about any places around here or anything that's been going on?" The classic, RPG investigation tactics.
right. Drink and listen, and ask and listen and drink. Make them drink and then listen.
Yeah, Skyrim logic. Ask him 5 times in a row. Have you heard of anything? Have you heard of anything? Oh, I heard of this and this and this. No, I haven't heard anything recently. Oh, but I did hear about this just now.
But when I've been in the same room as you.
Right, we've been talking for the last 5 minutes.
Oh, hey, Mike. I can't access that character sheet right now. I don't see it.
Edit. Can be edited and controlled by Avi.
But it can't be seen by me.
Ah.
You can edit. You just have to edit blindly.
I don't know what I'm doing. There we go.
There we go.
Juiwi.
Yeah. Juiwi.
Juiwi
I have no idea what the character's gonna be, but
What?
Juiwi.
it's decided that's her name now. No. Anyways, so yeah, you guys can chill out and wait for when he gets here and just talk with the patrons, or you can say fuck it and head out.
Social link go. Let's talk to the people.
All right. There's a couple people.
Executive decision.
I mean, fuck it. Whoever speaks up first, basically.
I mean, shit, right?
So yeah, no. You see a couple of people, just like last night. Although this time they're not really drinking or partying as they were last night. They're still in their kind of like little cliquey areas. The merchants are talking with the merchants. The guards guys talking with the guard guys. Hello.
I can't edit the sheet.
What the fuck?
Oh, never mind. I can edit the sheet. I had to close it and then open it again. That was weird.
Oh yeah. So it was trying to recognize the changes. Anyways, so do you want to listen in, or you just want to like pop up in?
I'll listen. I don't know what.
All right, let me.
Mr. Musical Miss Social wants to do.
Yeah, Avi, what do you feel like doing?
Let's see.
I gotta pull up my notes real
I'll
quick.
strike up a conversation with somebody. Try to get a little bit more information out of people.
All right, who do you want to talk to?
Who do I see first off?
You see basically the same group that you saw last night. A bunch of guys shooting the breeze. This time they're not really heavily drinking. They're just having their breakfast, getting ready for get ready to pack up and move out essentially, because they were only stopping by just to rest up. And you see the same cliquey scenario where there's the merchants with the merchants. They're they're dressed in traveling gear and seem to be the obvious like well-spoken, charismatic groups, while the guards are all dressed in actual like practical leather armor and other such things, carrying weapons with them, and kind of just laughing loudly and like just having a good old time. Outside of that, you don't notice anyone that really stands out. You do see some guys towards the back kind of murmuring a little quietly, unlike the other guys who are just kind of like loudly talking to each other, trying to hear each other over the conversations.
Okay.
Where's that page? Oh, there it is. You want to?
Who should I talk to? Let's talk. I guess who gave me the most money last night?
The merchants.
Okay, let's go chill out with them.
All right, so he's gonna go chill out the merchants. Keelan, where are you gonna put yourself?
I'll probably listen in to the non-merchants, the people that were the people that told me about adventuring yesterday.
Oh yeah, the hired hands.
Yeah.
You're gonna sit near the guys who are not whispering per se. They're just talking quietly amongst themselves, and the other guys are all just kind of having loud conversations. Bleh.
Screw it, the whispering people.
All right, so you sit in the back.
Quieter conversation.
Okay, so you sit in the back towards them, just kind of looking like you mind your own business.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Avi, how do you want to approach them?
How should I approach it? I'm gonna go up and like pretend to be gently playing my flute, and then like when there's a point in the conversation I can jump into, I'll just start like talking.
Okay. As you're just kind of softly walking around, just strumming your flute, to no particular
Rubbing my flute.
or lute, excuse me, lute. Uh, you can see where they get easily mixed up.
Yes. You're an idiot. No, I'm kidding.
Your character dies. No, no,
Oh, no.
no, I'm kidding. Anyways, so you start walking around the tables, just kind of like, how should I word it? I imagine you're not looking like you're lost or like trying to find something particular. You're just kind of like pacing yourself, like as if you're your own little world, kind of not paying attention to what everyone else is doing. As you're walking around, most of the conversations you hear don't seem out of the ordinary until you get to one of these side tables where a couple of the guys are kind of like not belittling. You can tell like someone's trying to tell a story of something, and the other two are just not having it. Like, oh come on, that can't be a real thing, please. No, I'm telling you, there's a new religion, there's a new group of people out west that just like sprung up overnight. I'm not kidding you. Oh please, no new gods just pop out of nowhere. And that's basically where you are at this moment.
Okay. Let's see. I'm going to pop in and say, "Oh, what are you talking about, my friend?" Oh, okay. I'm not a subtle man. Damn it.
No, that's fine. Be what you want to be.
Y'all going camping?
Accurate.
Y'all going camping?
No. So yeah, no. Like one guy kind of perks up and kind of recognizes you from last night, and he's like, yeah, no, sit down. Listen to this, and the other two are like, oh, come on, man, don't bother him with this. This is stupid. Don't like.
All right. I'm gonna be like, no, I'm generally interested. Sit down.
And sit down with him, and he's like, no, listen to this. So there's this new religion that just popped up out of nowhere. I mean, these people, like one day it's just a normal city, nothing out of the ordinary, and the next thing you know, everyone's praising this new god of the lake. Like they say that an actual god has come down and lives in their lake. That's fucking crazy, isn't it? And
That's fucking crazy.
And I'm not sure if you know, but like your character would know that in this world, the gods have been here before. They used to meddle around with the place all the time, but nowadays, like in the current lore, that's what the children of the god are, the acolytes and stuff like that. Not acolytes, I forgot the term for it. But basically, like how Hercules was like a child of one of the gods, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can find those around, but the gods themselves don't actually show up on this plane anymore. They don't. That just never happens. You would especially know if that happened because a god showing up would be
Pretty.
They were like the atmosphere itself would change. Like it would be noticeable. So this sounds a little bit out of the ordinary. So, anyways, so yeah, no, they. Oh,
Oops, ignore that. Sorry, I'm trying to build her character sheet while I'm here.
yeah, no worries. So, anyways, yeah, these people keep like making offerings, going to pray this thing, and everyone's been acting really weird. But I only heard it from a friend of mine who trades out there. But yeah, like when he came by, they were just all in kind of like a dreamlike state of ecstasy and just being really happy and excited that this god had just shown up. And I figure if it's true, it'd be worth a while to go check it out. I mean, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Especially since apparently he does grant their desires, and I mean, who wouldn't want their desires granted? I mean, guess come on.
Oh, I let's get philosophical here.
Yeah, basically.
Oh boy.
Oh boy,
Um,
touchy subject.
right? Yeah. No. What happens if you're taking someone else's lives, let's say, for your wish? How does
I
that
mean-
feel? Is that correct? Is that
I
how
mean-
you should do?
I mean, the gods aren't demons, so I don't think they do that. But everyone seems to be happy, and there hasn't been any reported deaths.
Monkey's paw, no.
Monkeys.
God, monkeys
Yeah.
in the background. But anyways, the other guys kind of like pipe in, like, dude, stop it. There's no such thing. That's stupid. It's like, no, I'm selling you guys. Come on. They start going around the roundabout again, like he's trying to convince them, like, no, we should take some time off and go investigate that. And the rest are like, that's not worth our time. There's money to be made. And
That's
Wait.
Cindy.
who's what now?
That's my coworker.
Again?
I can hear the feedback.
I can hear the feedback too. It is
Yeah.
brutal.
Do you have a headset?
Oh, no.
No? Okay. Well, that's going to be a little awkward, but that's fine.
All right.
So
So,
just-
working on your character right now, Cindy. So
All right. I'll give her a sec. Do. Anyways, so is there anything your character want to do in this moment?
well, like I said, I went philosophical on the boy.
And he did answer you, remember?
Oh shit! No, I sorry. What did he return?
Well, I mean, because you said, like, what if your wish is to kill somebody? And they said, well, I don't think a god would actually do that. That's more like a demonic thing. And so far, there hasn't been any reported deaths or missing, people. It's all been, peaceful. Boop ba boop.
Okay.
Here, guys.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello. Is there... can you adjust your audio settings? You're very quiet right now.
Hold on.
One moment, please.
Un momento, por favor.
Uno momento, motherfucker.
Also, fair warning, Cindy, was it? I am currently streaming and recording this session, in case you might have any problems with that.
Okay.
Now you're good with that?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't
That's-
know. Okay. All right.
That's fair. That's fair.
I don't know. I am not responsible for the things I say.
Neither am I, so
Not
it's fine.
being against me.
In the court of law.
Then of course.
I deny that was ever
Can you guys
said.
hear me now?
Let's come again.
How well can you guys hear me now?
That's much better.
Yeah, much better.
Okay.
Okay, so your characters. So right now, since the game assigns random names to your character, you are known as Jeweewee Credrai.
What?
need-
What happened to my name?
I'm working on it right now, but still, I like Jeweewee.
Oh, I need to add. I
I
need to.
don't like Jeweewee. Oh my god.
I'll trade you. That's a pretty awesome name.
that is a pretty great. That is a pretty great name.
You bastard. I sound like I'm about to go piss.
What Roll20 is or anything. She's used to World of Warcraft, so.
Okay.
So this is gonna
I mean,
be
it's-
new for.
I mean, it's not terribly complicated, thankfully. It's more complicated for me than anything else.
Okay.
Okay.
Mostly,
So-
I just look at a giant meme of a cat. And then...
Yes, that's another thing. I like my memes, so so there's a
What?
new one. I like my memes, so most of the time, if there's nothing on screen that I need to put up, I just put up a meme.
Am I gonna hear a lot of farting?
What?
What?
What did you say? I like beans?
Memes.
M-E-M-E.
Oh, memes. Oh,
Today's meme is a
I
cat
was
meme.
like, what?
I was like farting. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah.
about?
I
Little-
thought you said beans.
A little bit of confusion there.
Right, holy shit.
All right.
Okay.
Anyways, join the session
Go ahead
whenever you get to it.
now. Okay.
Oh, that's right. So for I know this is your first game.
Oh, I forgot to tell her
Oh.
about specials.
Okay. Well, this is going to be an interesting way to introduce you to D&D because I do not play by the normal rules for most part. So in my philosophy, it's less about like building a character to play. It's more about saying what you want to play and then building a character around that.
Right.
So that's where the special comes in because there's a lot of mechanics in this game that don't allow you to do like things you would want to do. So for example, a special could be anything from like self-improvement to a special class to a special item. So for example, in a game that introduced this concept to me, one of my co-players, his ability was he didn't have to breathe air, just in general. So during one of the sessions, he was on a ship that was destroyed. He sank to the bottom of the ocean, but instead of dying like anyone else would, he just got up and walked all the way to the land, the bottom of the ocean. Silly things like that can be it. It can be like in this world, gunpowder is extremely freaking rare. So, for example, your special could be like, I have access to guns, or I have access to gunpowder, or knowledge of it, etc., etc. Or
I have access to to the Punisher's arsenal.
right,
So I don't think
Roll.
I'm going to run out of bullets anytime soon.
roll for that. No, no. And as far as standard RP like conduct and stuff, I don't care about special voices or any of that like silly stuff most people like assume about D&D. All I ask is that whatever you decide to be your character, just stick to that character, and you can break character to ask technical questions, but otherwise just roll with the punches, roll with whatever's going on. It's more think of it more like instead of like RPing, it's more like an improv group.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so
Weapons. Okay.
that is where you put
I
weapons.
think I'm in.
Do you see a cat? I see.
I see part of something.
Oh, you got to zoom out.
Yeah, everything. For the most part, you can just zoom out for almost everything because there's not a lot of detail into the maps I make or I put on.
You see the little bar on the right that has the zoom in and out thing?
Yep.
Okay, is this from Keaton?
What?
What?
Is this from Keaton, the little cat?
No,
No, it's just a meme.
Oh,
I just found it.
okay.
It's a Skyrim meme. Gives you
Alright.
just not discriminate. Surprised Keaton has commented on it, but because cats. Anyways,
Shit has way.
if you have point, Kishitas
Hold
ways.
on.
Anywho, okay, so Avi, is there something else you wanted to say or do?
Okay, so I talk philosophically. Let's see. What else should I say? How old is this young man?
He's not a young man. He seems to be somewhere in his 30s. A little bit of facial hair. It's all like well trimmed because he's a merchant. He has some nice clothes. They're traveling clothes, but they're still like of nicer quality.
No, I'm talking about the dude he's talking about.
He's not talking about a dude.
Oh.
He's just saying that there's rumors of a god in a lake, and that the town, like the entire city, is like going
How
crazy.
recent is this then? This matter?
The last like, he kind of tells you like, oh, I've been hearing about this thing for the last like month.
Okay. All right, and pray tell where?
It's out west. This is where my generators come in. Give me 1 second. because I forgot.
Way out west.
It's in the larger city out west. Let me just generate a name for it, because I forgot to do that. Jincia.
Jimsia.
I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget it.
Yeah, I was about to say, okay. Scimitar.
Ba-doop, ba-doop.
I'm trying to put all the proficiencies in before I forget.
Yeah, no worries. If you're basically done talking to him, I can get to Kiln so that you can finish that up.
Yeah, I'm done talking to him basically.
Okay. So Kiln, while you're sitting over in the corner, you're far enough that you're technically outside of earshot range, but because of how loudly everyone else is talking, they're trying to raise their voice to hear each other just enough that you can just hear them. I'm not sure if that makes sense, but you get what I'm trying to say, though.
Yeah.
So you hear in whisper murmurs like, no, no, wait, that wasn't their voices. Hold on. I don't do voices very often, but I'm gonna try to like separate some of the characters so it doesn't get confusing later.
That's fair.
No, I've been telling you. Fuck. I can't do it on demand either. I'm
Don't
sorry.
worry about it.
No, I'm telling you, we can. If we ask the right people, we can get down there. No, dude, there's no way we're getting out there. And no, seriously, the Oasis is out there, and if we pay the right people. That's very loud.
I just heard bad noises.
Yeah.
Whoa. What the hell, Cindy?
Small children,
Puppers.
puppers.
I'm
That's
getting
all.
puppers.
Everything all right?
Yes.
I'm gonna take that as a maybe. So if we find the right people, we can track through the desert and get to that oasis. Dude, it's gonna be totally worth it.
Sorry, my allergies.
What?
Totes worth it.
My allergies, I'm sorry.
No, no worries. Yeah, no. If we hire the right people, we can get a guide. Then he'll take us out into the oasis. We can get there. And we can just buy whatever the hell we want, man. There's money to be made out there.
In Oasis.
In an oasis out in the desert.
Would I think that oases are worth money?
No. So far, as far as your character knows from what little your father figure has taught you, out there in the desert, like there's something beyond that desert. Excuse me. There's something beyond that desert. However, you're not sure what it is because not a lot of people make it out there because it's a very harsh environment to go trekking through.
Mm-hmm.
So from the sounds of it, these guys know about guides who could potentially bring them to a place in the desert where there is something that is money related.
Fair. Okay.
And they basically keep with the conversation of like one trying to convince the other, like, no, we just go find the guy. He's over in the southern part of the city or southern part of the territory. We pay them. We make it out there. We can get basically anything we want. From the sounds of the conversation as it continues, because you live in a kingdom, obviously, and the territory goes right up to the desert. So you're imagining anything outside of that territory, like any contraband or illegal goods or any like services that are normally illegal here, totally good out there, because that's unclaimed territory. So it's probably has something to do with what they're talking about.
Something probably not super on the up and up.
Probably not, but who knows what exactly that is, because it could be any number of things.
Mm-hmm.
So any actions you want to take right now?
No, let's keep note of it for now, I think.
Okay.
It was the southern part of the town. The guy
Yeah, southern part of the territory. You can basically assume, because the only territory... actually, I'll change the map for you guys. The next territory you're going to head to happens to be one of the closest ones to the south. The other one is over here. but from what you guess, you probably assume by the way they're talking about it, they're talking about this one over here, this territory. Actually, I'm not even sure. Can you see that line? Selection tool. No, that's on the GM. Sorry, that's on the GM part. So there's a big territorial circle right here. Let it go. There we go. Yeah. Anyways, so as you guys are you're listening to the conversation as Avi is having his conversation. You notice someone who you didn't see last night before start making their way down the stairs into the dining area that you guys are currently in. And Cindy, why don't you go ahead and introduce your character?
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
we can hammer out details later, but so just like give a general description of what your character looks like.
Oh, what it looks like? I have no idea. I just know it's a druid.
Excellent.
So you're 100. Hold on. Let me read off what you have put in your description. You're 110 years old. You're 5'7".
Oh, that's
You weigh-
right.
You weigh 120 somethings. You have
120
lavender
ounces.
eyes, blue skin. Blue skin.
What?
Here.
It's an elf.
A high elf?
Yeah. Can't they be blue? No?
Generally no. High elves are.
Why didn't you tell me that yesterday?
I didn't realize you put blue.
Yeah, I was typing all that stuff and you didn't say anything.
Yeah, that's it.
Because
You
I
know,
was working on stuff. I was
that's-
working on your character stuff.
you basically described a
Oh.
drow, like the
Again,
Ah.
she
Underdark
played
elf.
World of Warcraft.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, well, don't. Okay, going into D&D, World of Warcraft means nothing. Like all those rules don't apply here.
But there's
Oh,
different
okay.
types of elves, and there's
I mean, yeah, even in this game there are different types of elves, but
Question: what about hookers and barrels?
hookers and barrels, you say? No.
Sorry,
So-
that was a joke.
All right.
All right.
Didn't have this planned. So basically, quickly tell me what do you want to play?
Cindy, what do you want to play?
An elf?
Okay,
Druid.
an elf druid.
elf druid.
Okay.
Yes,
Um,
elf druid.
Elves tend to be on the paler side of skin.
Oh.
Wood elves tend to have a more tanner complexion than their cousins, the high elves, and then drow, the dark elves, essentially have ashen of skin to anywhere from gray to bluish in ashen color.
Oh. Okay.
So if you want to be for the most part, it's flavor text. So if you want to be considered a high elf and you just have a bluish hue to your skin, that's fine.
Oh, so it's okay?
Yeah, it'll be
Alright, cool.
you'll stand out even more, but it's fine. Another side note: in this version of the world, non-humans are treated as second-class citizens for the most part.
Oh no!
They're racist.
They's a bit
Didn't tell
racist.
me that.
It's
I
okay.
kind of forgot myself because, like,
God
I'm
dang
cool.
You're half cool.
Yeah.
He's a half elf, so he's been getting away with a lot of shit recently, but that might change soon. Who knows? Wink, wink.
Racism. Oh no.
Passive racism? Oh no.
Oh no.
Racism is killing me.
Racism. Killing me.
I love that skit. Anyways, so I assume you're wearing some sort of leather armor? Is that safe to assume?
Yeah, she's got leather.
Okay.
I have leather? Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Just what do you want your character to look like? Just give that example.
Well, like I said, she. Also, is it a man or a woman, or did you choose androgynous?
Other.
Other.
Question mark.
It's an elf. It's whatever you want it to be. Babe.
Basically.
That's whatever you wanted to be.
Welcome to the trap zone. Wait, what?
That it?
No,
What?
no. Your microphone went quiet there for a second.
Oh, really? Okay, good.
Oh, okay.
It was on third. makes sense.
All right.
If you talk that quietly, I
Um,
literally can't hear you. Anywho, so bluish skin, white hair, long, short,
5'7", so medium.
none, I mean,
Yeah.
no hair, long, short hair.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think it let me choose like the length.
No.
That's-
Yeah, this is all flavor text though. So how do you?
Oh.
What do you want it to be?
Yeah, don't worry about whatever the little character sheet says. That's fucking
Oh, okay. Long hair, I guess.
long white hair. Cool. What color's your eyes?
They are lavender, I think. Let me
Yeah.
check.
Yeah.
A soft lavender. That.
Oh, hey, did you give Cindy access to her sheet?
No, I did not because she just popped in. Whoops.
Oh, okay.
Character sheet. Oh, the editing. That's what I want.
Wee.
Oh my
Let-
god, I don't want that name.
No, don't worry, I changed it already, but I still like you.
Okay, good.
Save changes. Cool. There you go. Chewie.
It sounds like something you fucking hear in Star Wars.
Anywho, so anyway, so your high elf druidic self walks down to the stairs to see everyone that you saw earlier the day when you first arrived. You arrived before these guys and decided just to retire to your room early to avoid any confrontation from them that possibly could have arisen. You're aware of the tension between your species. And as you come down, you notice some new arrivals that you didn't see last night. The half-elf, which you can barely notice is a half-elf from this distance. Like, Avi, as far as I assume, because you didn't really go into too much description, when you said short hair, I assume it's long enough that you could, like, put it over your ears if you wanted to, so you wouldn't, like...
Yeah, I said
Yeah.
long hair.
No, not you, Keaton.
Oh.
Like, I'm...
Yeah, I'm a half elf.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And for the game, if you can, refer to each other by your characters' names to help with immersion. It just kind of helps.
I'm Avi, you're.
If
Oh,
Villa,
shit. How do you pronounce that fucking name?
Ivalar?
Ivalar.
Ivalar?
Ivalar?
Ivilla.
Ivalar.
I'm just calling Ivy.
That
Yeah,
works.
that's my name anyways.
Okay.
Ivilla.
Wow.
So there's Avi Tigre, which his the player isn't here, so I'm just going to be using him for now. I might just have him stay in the corner. Who knows? And there's Killen, who is John. Anyway, so you notice Avi, which is you left.
No, at least the internet.
Oh shit.
My internet, it was poop earlier and it's poop again.
Thank you, Comcast. No.
Fucking Comcast.
Anyways, I shouldn't I shouldn't badmouth them. I shouldn't badmouth them too bad, just in case like my internet goes out suddenly.
they hear me through the walls.
I am streaming. Anyways,
Yeah, I ain't doing jack shit.
right. Anyways, so you come down and you notice this bardic-looking motherfucker who is currently having a conversation with the merchants. His hair is just long enough that he could cover his ears. I don't know if he is right now, but
I am in deep social mode, so yes.
yes. So he could pass for human, just a very pretty human. And then there's Kill, this heavily armored paladin-looking motherfucker in the corner, just kind of by himself, just kind of staring. And as far as you can tell, it's a dude wearing a full plate mail, like the helm covers his face and everything else. But you do notice a slight, very dim glow from his eye, the eye area.
Is
What-
it Tigre just training somewhere or something?
El Tigre is eating his breakfast and not really caring what's going on because he can't understand English.
El Tigre keeps complaining about the lack of hot sauce.
Yeah, the lack of hot sauce and chorizo. Anyways,
El Chorizo.
Yeah, El Tigre is a wrestler, Mexican wrestler, basically a luchador in a mask.
yeah, he is. I kid you not, he is a luchador who, on purpose, chose not to speak English or common in this game. Anyways,
I'm his interpreter, which is
Yeah.
great.
it is.
And-
Anyways, so what do you want to do?
That character is
Ivella, what do you want to do?
Ivy, what do you want to do?
What?
Are you paying attention?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Awesome.
Right.
Because I was talking to you this whole time.
Oh, I thought you were talking to Keaton.
No, I was addressing you on what was going on because your character just came in.
Okay.
It's important. So for my sessions, I want your undivided attention. If something comes up, let me know and like step out for a minute if you have to. But for the most part, like if you're in this game, then you're in this game kind of thing.
Okay.
Like that's kind of the point of RP. Anyways, so I introduced your character. I described the scenario of like what you see. What do you want to do?
All I heard was that Keaton's like being all social for his character.
Okay.
Basically, it looks like I'm in full plate armor, and then there's a luchador eating by himself. But you could try to talk to him, but since his player isn't here, it wouldn't really mean too much.
And he doesn't speak. He doesn't speak common either. So.
Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. ¿Qué pasó?
¿Qué pasó?
Okay, I can't speak Spanish, so I'm gonna talk to the other character. Zombie, right? Zombie?
So you see Avi being social with some of the merchants that you saw last night. You approach them. How do you want to approach them?
Yeah, so you're going to be talking in character as
Yeah.
much as you can, you know.
Yeah. Don't worry about don't worry about like doing a silly voice or whatever. Like just like it's improv group. Do what you feel like your character would do.
I don't know what my character would do. I guess I go over there and just say hi.
All right.
My name?
Hi. So, Avi, you notice as this woman, person, I don't know if it's a woman or not.
Yeah. It's a big question mark.
Yeah. As this question mark approaches and just says, hi, all the other merchants look, see her, and kind of, hi. And they kind of awkwardly,
Oh, that's awesome.
suddenly they go back to their conversations, but now it's a little, like,
Quieter.
there's a social tension now.
Oh, right.
They're racist.
Well, no, they reacted to you pretty well at Killen, actually, so, like,
Yeah,
they're
I
merchants, so,
realized.
they're merchants, well, no, they realized what you were. They're merchants, they can't afford to be completely, bigoted or whatever.
Mhm.
So there's a little awkward tension, especially since they didn't know you were here before. But yeah, now Avi, you see this elf approach you. What do you want to do?
So I'm not racist.
Okay,
I should hope.
good.
I should
Thank
hope not.
So I'm gonna go. Hello there. How are you doing?
Awkward silence.
How are you doing? Just a blank stare.
Great.
Oh, good. Would you like me to regale you with the song?
Okay,
So do my
that sounds
people?
great.
No, right. No, fuck. Gotta get a song.
I'll go grab some drinks. Let's get plastered.
Let's get plastered at 9 in the morning.
Day drinking is frowned upon.
Not in this world, it's not.
Okay, never mind. Just get some drinking then.
Okay, all right. Shit. Gotta find it. Gotta remember a song.
Yeah, go.
Okay. All right. I pull out my flute. Oh wait, no, because I can't use one. I pull out my back. No, that's not right. I pull out my lute.
You see him as he just starts throwing instruments on the table and rummaging through. Like, no, no, I don't want this. No, no.
All right. I grab my lute and start playing Jukebox Hero.
By all means, start singing.
Oh God.
Don't worry about quality, just go for it.
God damn it.
I don't
Do you
even
remember the lyrics?
I forgot the lyrics. All right.
Okay.
I know the chorus.
He's a
I only know the chorus, so.
jukebox Hero.
Stars in his eyes.
He's a jukebox hero. Na na na. Jukebox hero.
All right, so suddenly, as you greet this half elf, he greets you back, and then suddenly, yeah, after like throwing his instruments on the table, like all the other merchants kind of like move their plates away, like as suddenly like oh shit, and grabs his lute, turns to you with a big smile on his face, and starts just singing this song which you've never heard before, but it sounds kind of nice, and he just seems to be really into it.
Really into
But
That was
what do you
very
what do
good.
you what do you want to do?
The jukebox.
it.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
Um, well, I wanted to get plastered, but you said it's frowned upon.
No, it was a joke. It was a joke. Don't worry
Oh,
about it.
okay.
Yeah, because
All right,
like,
let's go
it's like
let's go
because
get
it's
some
breakfast.
beer.
Yeah, that was just a joke. So you want to
Yeah,
go
no,
up to,
you wanna get
Fantastic. I'll buy a
plastered,
beer.
Wait, okay, so 116-year-old 116-year-old elf is basically like a teenager, right?
110.
yes and no. As far as elf culture is concerned, she is still a young woman. But as far as like as maturity ways go, she's already mature. Like elves mature only slightly slower than humans do. So she's already mature, but she
Oh,
as a general person, that's still young.
Okay.
I see.
But yeah, so you want to go up to the bar. Bartender kind of pauses, like, "Oh yes, how's it going?"
We don't we don't serve your con round here.
No, he's
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
no, he's pretty chill.
yeah.
Oh,
The
good.
social again, you feel the social tension, but he's not going to refuse service to you because this is kind of his job. Like this is a midway point for travelers of all kinds. Um, so yeah, he asks you what you want:
Okay, what kind of alcohol do they have back then?
mead, wine, ale, almost basically anything you can really think of.
Oh, okay. All right.
That a medieval society would have.
Avi, what
Well-
can you handle?
I mean, medieval society had almost everything we have right now, just
right.
except for flavored alcohol.
Wait,
Because-
I mean, I can't get my vanilla flavored vodka
Oh my God, no!
or hold on, my Swedish fizz.
My peach schnapps.
My
No.
peach
No, no, no.
schnapps.
There's one thing you have to get, Alizé, right?
Alizé.
God.
Give me some of that Alizé. Shit.
Oh fuck. No, I don't want no Alizé. I'll take some mead.
Ale? Meat? Okay, 2 meats.
I kind of already drank a little bit, so
Yeah.
Oh, you're already drunk?
Having-
Okay.
no,
Well, no,
I
having-
drank a little.
Having a morning drink doesn't really mean anything. So yeah,
Right?
he goes back, gives you some mead. It's nice and it's a nice and berry mead. So there's a little bit of a tartness to it.
Okay, I'm gonna break out into another song.
All right.
Just pound it. Let's go. Uh,
Pound the drink. Break out into Foreigner's Urgent. It's urgent, urgent, urgent. Wait and see how urgent our
Urgent.
love can be. It's urgent, urgent. And I don't have a saxophone, so I'm gonna try to do it on the bagpipe. Do the saxophone.
You could
solo.
actually. You could actually. Bagpipes can have the same range as that saxophone does. So
Oh shit! This is terrible.
actually, okay, that's a common misconception. Bagpipes sound as good as the player's ability to play it. So if a bad player picks up a bagpipe, it's going to sound like shit. But if someone who knows how to use it uses a bagpipe, it actually sounds decent. It's loud as fuck, but it's decent quality.
Okay, well then I'm gonna do the solo part. I'm gonna gulp my mead because there's still air in the bagpipe.
Jesus Christ. All right.
I'm a fucking master at this shit.
Yeah, you know how to work a crowd. And people
Right.
people in the back who recognized you from yesterday are starting to like starting to get back into it.
Here we go again.
Yeah, fuck yeah. At this point, Altergate finishes the meal, kind of is like looking around, like wondering what's going on, like what's happening next. And Killen, you're with the interruption of music, the guys having their conversation has stopped. And what do you feel like doing?
At first, I rolled my eyes at them playing music. God damn it! It's like 9 a.m.
Not even
You're
a goddamn
fucking
morning.
Robot man, why do you give a shit?
That's exactly why I give a shit.
It's not efficient. Okay.
Oh no.
No. Anyways,
You meatbags and your noises.
yep, fucking noises. So Tigray will walk up to Avi and kind of like nod towards the new person. I keep wanting to say woman, but until you actually tell me otherwise, I don't really know what to say. Nods to the person. It's kind of like, huh? What's up?
What are you
Cindy. Yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, I assume Keaton would have to. He's
Yeah.
asking you, right? Basically.
Yeah, he's asking.
Oh, he's asking me. Oh,
Yeah, he's
okay.
asking Avi because you're the only one who understands him. So.
Oh, I don't really know who this person is, but whatever.
Yeah.
Fucking singing, and then I go back to singing because the bagpipes have run out of air.
They're well, correction, not easy to inflate, but they're not that hard to inflate. So. Anyways, so, Keelan, what are you doing? You gonna approach the scene or just keep chilling?
You know, I guess I'll walk over. I was like, since I see a man singing a confused Mexican and a new person.
And whoever this is.
But I mean, as he can't help help El Tigre understand anything, but I guess I can be there to witness.
If only we could use you as a synthesizer.
Oh man, it was so cool. We could
It's
do
gonna be
that.
so fucking metal.
Damn it. Anyway.
I'll tune myself.
Oh no.
Why does it sound normal?
I mean, you know how? I mean, I don't really have like normal vocal cords, right? So I must be able to do something different.
You start to ponder this and start to question, what is in my throat? Anyways, so
All right.
your
so
options.
I'm gonna finish singing,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go walk up to Kellen real quickly and say, "Hey, listen, you know, there might be a."
Obviously.
Go ahead,
Robot.
John. Oh, we couldn't hear you.
Robotic voice. Go.
John.
Ah, fuck. Hold on.
Did we lose him?
Yeah.
Oh, how do I do that?
Go to my settings on the right, the little cog,
All right. Killing you back.
and then display name. Change that.
Oh, okay, got it.
Ivy. There we go. I heard John for a second there.
Right.
Hello.
Hello, friend.
No.
I think John might have to restart Discord entirely.
How do I change my icon?
Your icon.
Yeah, it's like
Oh, the little picture.
Yeah. If you have an image you want to use, you can stick that onto there.
okay.
Also, if you go over to settings and scroll over or scroll down, it'll say chat avatars, and you can change it to names only. And that's what I do because I fucking can't stand like having half my screen taken up by these big ass memes. I mean, mine's a meme. Police surgeon.
Yeah.
I just realized.
I mean, I zoom out enough that it doesn't take up most of my screen. So, anyways, what was it?
I was gonna say, you know, I just realized.
Huh.
Our map is like a really weird beach towel.
I know it's bad.
No, like it's got a strip over there, and then it's got a strip down there, and
Yeah,
then there's like a golf course on it. It looks like.
I know.
I mean, no, like it's a neat towel. I like it.
It's a nice towel. Fuck, kill
All
or
right, we lost John. We'll just have to wait for a moment. But what I was gonna essentially tell him real quick is, you know, hey, listen, there's a town there's a lake nearby, somewhere to the east that there's been some quote unquote miracles happening. You
To
wanna
the
go
west.
check it out? Sounds interesting. West. Shit,
Yes.
I thought it was east.
It's all good. West.
All right, west.
You came from the east.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Anyways, so yeah, that.
Yeah.
Go check
So-
it out.
So,
Go dispel some evil, maybe.
so you're relay the information to your party, including
Yeah.
Tigre. Tigre is intrigued. Doesn't have a direct opinion, obviously. But yeah, he's intrigued by what you say. I'm assuming Killen's gonna actually John should be able.
Let's not take John's agency away for now.
Yeah, but
He's only.
no, I was about to
Go
say
ahead.
he can type it into the chat here if you wanted.
But his internet died, so he can't do anything right now.
I mean, it's weird because if it did die, he should have his character should have been pulled out of the game right now.
Right, but Roll20's. Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just whatchamacallit, Discord.
Yeah, it might be just Discord. As he started. All right, so Avi just relayed the information he got to you. What do you want to do?
About the religion.
Yeah, about this new god that's appeared on this plane of existence.
Hmm?
To the west.
It's to the west. Yeah, it's at a lake to the west of here. So, you want to go check it out?
Is there a name for this god? Does he?
No,
he or she
nobody
or-
gave me a name. It's just a god.
A lot of rumors.
Yeah, a lot of rumors about it.
I mean, how far of a ride would this be?
Yeah, that
the
I
only-
wasn't able to get.
The only lake you know of that sounds right would be this one way over here.
That's not close.
It is not. It's on the other side of the continent. The other room. So you don't know where the ruins are that you're supposedly able to investigate are, but you assume they're close by from the fact that the guy keeps coming here to check the post. Your other destination is way over here. So in either way, you're going to be heading towards the other side of the continent anyways. But it just depends on what you want to do now. If you want to take the time to see what's going on in the local neighborhood, or just say fuck it and keep heading towards Tamworth, which is which is the other place that you were told about that would probably be your next stop anyways.
Oh shit, we're not even at Tamworth.
Well, that's just like the next place of civilization on your way to your other goal.
Right. I mean, I think we'll keep it in mind, but that's really far away.
Yeah.
I'd
It's a-
rather hit the capital before we.
I mean, who knows? Maybe you'll get a faster mode transportation. No, yeah, maybe.
Once we get our flying ship from Final Fantasy, we'll head out.
I mean, there are flying ships, but
Fine. Once we get our chocobos.
well, no, I mean there are flying ships, but I put it in a place that you probably won't go to, but in case you do, it's there. Fucking yeah.
Need to read the game facts for this. Find all the.
This is the upside and downside of sandbox RPGs is because I have to make a lot of shit that you might find, or you might just ignore it.
And will probably.
Yeah, probably will. Anyways, so your course of action, Ivy is listening on this conversation. I don't know if she wants to pipe in on any of the topics, but otherwise, what do you guys feel like doing?
You know, I think we should. How to try to bring Ivy in our adventures.
You don't have to think about it too hard, trust me. Hey, Ivy, you want to come with us?
Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Done.
So Ivy, where are you headed?
Fuck if she knows.
I'm going wherever you guys go, and I hope it's somewhere safe.
So away from here. Yeah, don't when I introduce new players or new characters, don't think about it too hard. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
It's kind of like, hi, new person.
Hello, person. Let's go.
You look like a named character. I'm gonna have you come with us.
Are you Russian now?
No,
We partied.
You can be whatever you want to be.
All right.
A low combat. So, what you guys doing? What's your game plan? You gonna move on You want to wait a while, see if that guy shows up?
Yeah, let's go that way. Why not?
Gil? Fuck, did we lose him again?
Did we?
Hello?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Oh.
Balls. All right, Ivy, what's your vote? Currently, your options are wait for a guy who posted a quest to show up here,
Okay.
possibly tonight or tomorrow morning. You're not sure which, or head out towards the next town and then plan it from there.
Head to the next town and then what?
And then plan it from there. Basically, like, regardless of which way you go, you have to go to the next town to get there, anyways. Unless you,
What time is it?
it's still early in the morning. I'd probably say like 9:45 since you guys have been dicking around.
Oh, okay.
So basically, you can go to the next town, or I mean, if you really wanted to, you could be like, fuck it, and just cut all the way across to it.
I don't know. I'm kind of buzzed right now, so I'm just gonna chill where I'm at.
All right. I don't know if John can still hear.
Unless you guys want to.
Go ahead and put it in the chat box of Roll20. Which your vote is?
Bobby, you don't want to go to the next town?
No, I do.
Oh, you do.
That's his vote.
Why are we waiting for this guy?
Because he's the other player.
Ah,
No, I think she's asking about the dude for the quest.
yeah, that one.
You're not sure. It could lead to something. It could not.
Okay.
Who knows? I'm guessing John couldn't hear what I said, which is unfortunate. So, Ivy, if you vote to stay, that's 50-50 vote. If you choose to leave, then that's two people choosing to go.
I'll stay.
Okay. In the meantime, let's go ahead and take like a 5-minute break and see if we can get John's stuff taken care of.
Okay.
Get some drinks, go to the bathroom, what you gotta do, and then we'll meet back here.
All right, I'm gonna figure out my icon.
Cool.
Hey, come on.
Is it?
Barely.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, the last time.
20s?
Yeah, the little.
100.
Oh,
the
no.
the light mist affects internet.
Anyways, before you roll, this is how this works. I ask you high or low, and then you'll tell me which one you prefer. I roll a d100, and then I tell you to roll either whatever you decided. Like if you said high, roll higher than, let's say, 27, it's because I rolled a 27. Or if I feel like, oh, there's odds a little bit more in your favor, I'll add or subtract up to like 10 or 20 to that roll, just to kind of show like the real randomness of like anything could happen in this game. So it's literally just like RNGesus saying, fuck it, this happens. So high or low?
On the side it says equals 14. Did I roll already?
You click the dice so it rolled, but before you roll, you should change it to a d100. And then...
Right, I did that. Try again?
No, that was a d20. But before you do that, do you want to roll high or low?
High.
High? Alright, I'll roll first. Oh boy, get higher than 8.
Oh, okay, awesome.
So,
Just hit the roll button?
no, go over, so say advanced dice, and you click on the d20 symbol and move it down to a d100.
Right.
And then push roll. See how it was an 8 again.
13.
Cool.
My God. That was so close.
That was really
100.
Wow, that sucks.
So,
I
thankfully,
mean, that was, no, you made it, but Jesus Christ.
yeah, so
I know, but that's barely.
it's out of 100. That's amazing. Also, for certain numbers that pop up, like for example, let's say you roll at a 66, I would tell you roll another 10, and if you got another 6, something might happen per se. Or same thing with 7-7, roll another D10, and you roll another 7, something might happen. Whether it's good or bad depends on the scenario.
I forgot about that old roll rule.
Yeah, my little weird rules. A 69 is also something that could pop up. That's just for shits and giggles. And then the 64. Tell me when you roll 64.
What's that 64?
It's a reference to our childhood essentially. But anyways, because you passed, nothing bad happened to you guys. You're fine. So make it through the day. Let me get up this town shit here. There we go. All right, so you camp out, nothing happens. Next day, about halfway through the day, you make it up to the town.
I want to go to Craftsman. Or maybe Craftsman. Or maybe Craftsman. Or maybe Craftsman.
All right, so next time we'll turn off the fucking labels. Goddamn, it was so help you guys, but fuck it. So you're coming up from the southern road. You see fucking the little farm over here. Oh fuck, my tool's wrong. You see the farm over here.
All right.
And yeah, makes it to the gate area. It's a pretty decent town, mostly stonework buildings, nice tiled ceilings, or freaking roofs, not ceilings.
I hope so. There's so many fucking craftsmen here.
No, this is a much more. This is a not a merchant town, but definitely a.
The craftsman town.
No,
I'm so sorry. This is fucking great.
I mean,
It's just what each district is.
yeah, what every place holds, and mind you, craftsman can literally mean anything from like butcher to like blacksmith to whatever the fuck cobbler. Basically, and for the most part, because of like medieval times, like people who had a shop usually lived out of that shop. So like that's why there's not like specifically just a single living area. Like craftsmen usually lived out of their own places. So that's why there's so many districts of it. Then there's the slums, which are exactly what you would think, where all the poor people live. There's a little market area, and the merchant guild is over here. If the thing would work, there we go. You got this administration area.
City leaders in the Patrickit, or sorry,
Yeah,
sorry.
The noble house is there's a
How
couple
do you pronounce that?
patricite.
Oh, wow, I was pronouncing it in my head this entire time.
I have no idea how to pronounce it honestly.
The patrician.
The patrician.
Yeah, I always hear like you're kind of Frenchy, patrician.
Patricite. Anyway, so that's where the noble houses are and where the basically people run this town are. Administration is not what that's supposed to be. That's supposed to be the guild hall and the connective like businesses associated with it. Anyway, so you approach town, and it's not a cold welcome, but there's definitely a sudden like, who the hell are these people, as you come like rolling in on your cart with your Warforged, your elf, and your half elf, and the dude in the mask. He hasn't taken that mask off yet, so he looks especially suspicious.
Probably smells especially suspicious. He hasn't taken off that mask in days.
Yes, that is true. All right, let me pull up those notes, because I thought you were going to go the other route. Give me a sec. Here we go. Yeah, okay. All right, so you get into town. Everyone's kind of keeping their distance, kind of eyeing you. Some of them don't like try to avoid eye contact. When you get to the slums, you see a mixture of people, some poor humans, but also a lot of the other races. You see some elves, you see some dwarves, and basically a lot of non-humans that obviously like are kind of forced to live here. They don't really get to say in that matter. Yeah, this is a bit bigger than Hazelcliff, and there's definitely a lot more going on than that place had. What do you guys want to do?
I want to go to the market.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Market?
Market?
Yep.
All right. You want to?
What's the Patricia, whatever.
That's the noble houses.
Oh,
We'll light those on fire later.
okay, let's go to the market.
Yeah, we'll say the vampires again.
Oh no! If my character was here, this place would already be on fire. That's a thing later, by the way. Anyways, so that's what she wants to do. Avi, what's your
What do you
vote?
guys want to do?
Oh fuck, my dice. No.
Um, let's see.
How's my PC doing? It's doing all right. Cool.
Uh, where? Hmm. I think we probably. I think I want to probably see if there's if there's any where post would be. I guess like the adventure things to the last place, but like those seem less interesting. So see if there's any more
So,
interesting quest line.
so you want to try asking around for like a like there usually taverns will have job boards, so like just off the hand, like if you want to find a random job board, that's how you do it. But if you
Yeah.
want to like look into the guilds, you would have to head towards the actual guild area.
The adventurers guild or
Yeah,
the merchants guild?
Adventurers Guild, because the merchants would probably post through the Adventurers Guild, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Okay. I guess the adventurers guild.
All right, so you want to head towards there. Sorry, Avi, I forgot what you were trying to do.
I didn't even bother yet.
Okay.
I was waiting for everybody else to go because I have no idea what to do. I'm gonna go hang out with the merchants. They seem to like me.
Okay.
I mean,
shit. Why not?
I
We're here
mean,
for information too.
that was the group of merchants you met
Oh.
last time. They
Oh, that's true.
they-
Yeah.
yeah, these people don't know who the hell you are.
All right, I'm gonna go to the market and start playing
Start
Alright.
playing.
music.
Oh, okay. I was confused there for a second.
All right. And I said like.
Be playing.
Do you want to do you guys want to split
I'll
up and?
meet you guys.
Okay. Yeah. No. Continue.
I want to say like what, I'll meet you guys in the market later. I was gonna go check out the adventurers guild.
Okay. Since you're having trouble with your internet, I'll try to get through you first, just to make sure you get in, get in what you're trying to do. So you make your way over to the Adventurers Guild, and this place is nicely good, solid two-story building with a couple of smaller buildings around the backside of it. From the sign on the front door, it reads in some especially fancy calligraphy, Frostford Guild.
Frostford.
Yep. And nice
Like ford the river. Or
frost. If for the river, Ford, the river is spelled Ford, then yes.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure,
I,
let's do that.
yeah, I'm not sure either. So, anyways,
Ford.
so there's some nice doubles, large, heavy double oak doors that have like nice little carvings put into it. Mostly decorative. That doesn't really depict anything. It's just kind of like a nice fancy door that they set up. It's not locked or anything. You can walk right in if you want to. You do hear like from the inside, because at this point it's like 2-ish in the afternoon. You hear a lot of like conversations and noises coming from inside, even though the doors are closed. So you probably can guess it's pretty loud in there.
All right.
What do you want to do?
I mean, is there a knocker, or if not, then I'll just walk in, like whatever.
The handles themselves, because this is like a more medieval time, the handles themselves are kind of like knockers. So you could knock with that if you so choose, but you can just pull it open either, or
Yeah,
as well.
I'll just pull it open.
Yeah, so you pull it in, and you're met with a. Actually, let me see if I even have that available. Hold on a sec. Sorry, I forgot I have audio for this.
Oh, ID.
A little bit, not quite that, but a little bit.
Hello?
There we go. That's kind of better.
Oh.
Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I feel like I'm in a tavern.
Yes, that's sort of the idea, but there's more conversations going on. So yeah, you're met with some jolly sounds. There's actual music playing. You're not sure if this is a bar that's part of the guild or just some guy they hired. There's a nice roaring fireplace and a lot of like mounted animal heads. None of them are like monster style animals, but they're all like just random hunted animals that they stuffed and put up. There's a nice bar-looking area. There's an area that looks like it's meant for drinking and eating. There's probably a kitchen attached to this place somewhere. You're not sure where. Um, there's a staircase that you can see that leads up to a balcony area that goes towards the back of the building. You imagine that's probably where most of the like proper guild members meet up for stuff. And there is a large job board on your left-hand side, and next to that is what appears to be a what's the word? Not administration desk, like
Information booth.
yeah, basically. There's a girl there with a bunch of books and some writings, and she's kind of like busy like recording stuff. She seems to be the one you would talk to for like information.
Okay. I guess I'll check the board first before talking to her.
All right. So you go up to the board, and there's quite not a lot of posters. Quite a few just scattered about. Some of them have been torn down. Like either someone's taken the job or it was like this job's done. For the most part, it's a lot of escort quests. To like put it simply, a lot of people, mostly merchant members who are traveling to certain areas, are posting saying, "Hey, we need some hired hands to help us during the travel." There's a couple of like, "Hey, this merchant or this craftsman requires this item." This guild, from the best that you can look around, the people walking around and the people or the jobs that are posted, is not one of the more popular guilds. There's quite a few members, but it seems also to be like less of the adventurous, like, oh, let's go exploring and let's go kill this thing. Seems to be more like the manual, like working guilds.
Mm-hmm. the blue collar adventure guild, basically.
Yeah, you could say that. You do notice it's kind of behind the board because the board is a little bit out from the wall, held up by two large wooden posts. There is a smaller piece of paper that looks like it was taken down and just kind of tossed to the side. Outside of that, there's nothing else you see that isn't just like out of the ordinary, like fetch quest or escort quest.
There's one tossed to the side?
Yes.
I guess I'll look at that one. Oh. Seems interesting.
All right, you pick it up and uncrumple the paper, kind of like flatten it out a little bit. Looking at it, it doesn't seem to be like the other posted quests. Like all the other ones have been carefully written out in very legible calligraphy. They all have the same like stamps of approval and the same like layouts. Like the same person basically has been writing them and posting them. Probably the information desk lady or like someone like her would be the one who's in charge of writing and posting those quests that are given to them by others. This one's not terrible handwriting, but it's clearly a different, less refined handwriting of someone who had haphazardly like put together their own quest note and had probably what happened, you can guess, is that someone tried posting their own quest on the board and someone saw it and just took it down because it's not official and threw it away. On it, it asks for an adventuring party to go and kill a large monster in the hill areas to the north of the city.
Weird.
Yeah, and the reward is clearly like it has a lot of like it says like 100,000 gold for the reward, but judging by the handwritings, you can probably guess whoever put this probably doesn't have that money, because if they did, it'd probably be an official quest.
Right. So, like, either they're just desperate and so put them out, or they're actively bullshitting.
Yeah, either someone's pulling a fast one, or someone doesn't have the means to actually get people and is trying their best to try to draw someone's attention. You actually have no idea which. And I'm the GM, so it could be either one.
So whatever one makes it more interesting in the moment.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay. I guess I'll talk to the ladies.
All right.
Information ladies.
Yeah, so you go up to the front desk, and she looks up, looks at you. Oh, hello. Are you here to sign an application?
You know, I just want to ask her. Well, ask about it first. You know, but with her, just buried out of a town, much smaller town that didn't have its own, guild. So I didn't learn a lot about adventuring guilds before.
Oh, you're a backwoods kind of person. Okay. I don't mean the offense by that, by the way. I'm just saying. Like she realizes what she said like halfway through that sentence. Like, I don't. Sorry, hun. I don't. Yeah.
Ouch.
That's well, judging. Well, we're a simpler guild. We were founded by Mr. Ford, and he hailed from the north. That's the name Frost Ford because he came from the frozen north. And for the most part, we deal with protection side jobs. I saw you were looking at our job board already, so you know what kind of jobs we have and the kind of money they offer. And I forgot to mention that for the most part, all these jobs are pretty decent pay. Like nothing like extravagant. Like oh boy, that's gonna set me up for next like year. All of it's like you live very comfortably for the next couple months kind of jobs.
Right.
Probably because you'll be gone for most of those months. That's the problem with escort missions is that you usually have to leave with them, go all the way to where you're going, and then come all the way back.
Right.
Yeah, so yeah, and our application process is pretty simple. You sign out the proper form. Our guildmaster has a conversation with you, and then usually there's a practice exam to put you through the ropes and see if you are, capable of taking on some of these jobs.
Oh, cool.
Then once you sign up with our guild, we can have you officially added as a member, and you can properly take on our quests with our sanction through the noble houses.
I didn't know there'd be a test. I didn't study.
I didn't study. Yeah, basically, because of like how, like I mentioned before, there's a little bit of bureaucracy with the guilds, so you can probably summarize that, like, for legal reasons to protect not only the employer but also the guild members. Like, if you do something during a quest that could possibly get you into trouble, usually it's the guild that helps take care of the situation, especially if it was during a job. So that's like one of the reasons why it's important to join a guild, because like if something goes wrong and you're just doing your job, like if you were just some random schmuck, there's no protection for you. You're screwed. But that's why you have like proper forms and everything else with the government filled out prior to it.
So I guess I gotta ask, like, how does it work? To where we might if I would join, I'd take a job, but I mean I'm not staying in this city, so like. Is it, this guild recognized elsewhere? Like, if I traveled and tried to take jobs when I get to another city, but I'd still be part of this guild?
You would still be part of this guild. So, for the most part, guilds are sanctioned by the kingdom itself. So this entire country that we live in recognizes you as the guild member of this area. This area, you'll find jobs posted from our guild. We sometimes get job requests that are out of town, but for the most part, we let other guilds take up those. If you were to say go from here to the far north and see a job board, as long as there wasn't a official seal claiming that only that guild, that guild of that area, I should clarify, as long as there's not a seal saying that this is only for these guild members, you can take up any job from there too. It would just take a bit longer for payment to reach you because of the paperwork involved with it.
Okay, so yeah, I was wondering what was like the benefit of different guilds. Okay, so it's mostly like a regional based.
Yeah, it's mostly regional, and also different guilds usually take up different jobs. For example, hold on, let me find the name first. Yeah, so there's a guild associated with the capital called Angelic Primeval. They tend to deal with the let's say the more romantic quests. They're the ones who go dungeon diving and monster slaying all the time. And while that is exciting and interesting and all, we prefer a more practical approach to this. We're just hardworking individuals who are talented who want to make money. want to make money doing what we do. You know,
Mm-hmm.
their guilds like them are more in it for the glory and the passing of names and stuff.
Okay. I'm gonna go talk to my friends about this, and I'll come back if we decide to join.
And please do. And she like she can tell you can tell she's giving you the once over, kind of like interested because you are in full plate armor carrying a warhammer, so you do look the part. So she's interested.
Yeah.
She's like I'm like interested to see like what kind of person you are. Um,
Takes off helmet.
Yeah,
Gears
just-
underneath.
yeah, just remove.
There's just another helmet.
Yeah. He just removes the outer side of the helmet. Anyways, so yeah, she wishes you a good day, and with that, we'll go over to Avi and Ivy. That's going to be interesting to say repeatedly. So while he's doing that, you guys make it to the town center. What do you want to start doing first off? Or the market center, excuse me.
Well, I'm going to start belting out a tune, obviously.
All right. Hold on, let me get not the blacksmith shop, that's not right. Where's... Alright, where the hell did it go? I had one perfectly for this. I think this is it. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right, so you're gonna play music. What are you playing? What are you doing?
I'm just going to play some jaunty little tunes, try to get some coin.
You're gonna try to panhandle.
Trying to panhandle, A, and B, trying to build some goodwill with these people so I can fleece them for information later.
All right. These seem to be like the middle class / common people of this town. They all are. There's a bunch of, because it's the middle of the day. There's a bunch of stalls set up. Animals, food, produce, trinket. Like there's certain stalls that have like trinkets and things. Like, hey, buy this for your wife. It looks pretty, doesn't it? Like those kind of people, all strewn about. So it's a very busy, bustling area. All right. What are you playing? And then roll me a performance check.
Let's see. I'm gonna play. The hell should I play for a group of people like this? I'm gonna play Renegade by Styx.
Excellent. Excellent choice. If I could play it, I would. Actually, wait, I can for the stream, but not for you guys.
I think you played it before, right?
Did I?
No.
No.
You played it.
Oh, I might have. You're right. Hold on. Yeah, same. Let's see.
You don't want to play that?
No, I guess that's a
Okay.
bad idea.
She already played it once.
Yeah.
It's okay, I don't want to get copyright.
Um,
On second thought, I don't want to get copyright strike either, so...
oh shoot. Okay.
No, Twitch is cool, it's YouTube I gotta worry about.
Yeah. Right.
God,
Let's
yeah,
see.
YouTube's such an ass.
Right.
Twitch is like, we'll just
I'm gonna-
mute the volume, it's fine. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'm gonna play. I can't drive 55.
55! Oh, my voice.
I can't drive.
My voice is starting to crack.
55.
Alright, roll that performance.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Damn
Roll
it.
that big fucking foot. No. I forgot. I have to roll. This is gonna be bad. All right.
It's okay, you're a bard. 13, alright.
Sure it'll be
Wait, that's
fun.
persuasion.
Wait, what? Oh, whoops. I saw P. I pulled the trigger.
That's fine. Natural one! Natural one!
Hold on. Let me narrate this.
Yes, please.
Then strumming the guitar, trying to pick up tune. Here I am on my own. Oh, no, wrong song. Hold on.
That's what went wrong. You start singing the wrong song.
Right?
as you as you start up with this awkward starting point, you're about to fix yourself. Like, oh no, I can do better. I got that. I got this. As you try to fix yourself, some of the guards walk up and stop you and go, "Excuse me, sir. We can't have you panhandling out in this market. You're gonna have to go somewhere else for that."
Darn it.
Really? Okay. All right. I don't want to cause trouble.
That's fine, sir.
Pack
Just
up my
don't
stuff.
just don't let it happen again, and they leave you alone.
Dog. Oh,
So, Ivy, what are you doing?
I'm trying to deal with my dog right now.
Ah, doggo. All right.
What's Macho doing?
He's commanding me to feed him.
Demands dog. All right. So what do you want to do in the market?
Well, I was hoping we would earn.
Hello?
What?
You broke up there. What happened?
Well,
Yeah.
Oh, robot voice.
Yay, internet connections.
hello?
That's better.
We can hear you.
Oh,
That's-
okay. I was just gonna wander
All right, you're going to wonder about.
with Avi.
All right, so you weren't kicked out of the market. You were just told like not to do it again, and the guards walk off.
Oh, okay.
Okay, as do you have anything you want to try like right now?
I ain't got nothing going on,
What?
really.
Okay, so
I don't know what else to do here.
it's fine. As you guys are kind of walking about, looking at the different things that are going on, a lot of people are avoiding you, and some of them are kind of sneering at Ivy as you guys walk by. This place, yeah, no, this place is not as welcoming as some of the other places that these guys have been to. And funny enough, as you start to make your
And
way,
there goes John again.
fuck.
Hello?
Oh no, he's back.
Hello?
Yeah.
I don't think we're just one yet.
Yeah.
Anyways, as you start to come back around towards this area, you can see one of the there's a commotion and kind of like a crowd forming around there, and some kind of yelling and chanting. Do you want to investigate what's going on?
Avi, go check. We're
Oh,
staring at
Do
me. I'm gonna hide in my robe.
you have a cloak?
Put it on.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think so.
You can go over next time. You can go over what your proper gear is with me later.
Oh,
Yeah. I have it here, but I wasn't able
do
to.
I have a cloak?
I mean, for now, we'll say you do. We'll go over what you have later, because this was we didn't have a chance to actually go over your character before the session started. So, but anyways, Avi, do you want to check out the crowd that's going on over there?
Yeah. Let's do this.
Okay. So you start approaching, and you can hear a crowd of people yelling and saying, "Freak! Get out of here! Go back to your people!" Like all these like very, very poor, slanderous words being said and thrown around.
What the fuck?
Yeah. As you approach, you notice this is like right outside of a tavern, and there's a group of 7 drunken men who are currently yelling and throwing various objects like food and rocks and stuff at a small halfling woman who is currently, she's crying and trying to like protect herself from the stuff being thrown at her.
All right.
Oh, your people.
I'm going to, as obnoxiously as possible,
Oh no.
obnoxiously as possible, hit the highest note on my flute that I can.
It's just a high E.
just a high E to get their attention away from her and allow her time to escape.
All right, you want to distract them? Okay.
Oh wait, do I have my harmonica? Where's my harmonica? Ah, fuck it. I was just gonna blast harmonica music into the
I mean,
mic.
you only have 3 instruments with you.
I know.
Yeah, that's what.
All right.
A
Or
lute.
do you think a bagpipe would be more annoying?
Well, if you want to do a high E, I would say the flute, because you have the flute, a lute, and a bagpipes. That's what you have on you. You're proficient in more stuff, but that's what you have on you.
Okay.
So, do you want to use the flute?
Yep.
All right.
Let's do it.
So you let out a nice high squeal from your flutes. The crowd around you guys specifically like cover their ears and go, "Oh fuck, what?" and kind of like look around to see you guys. And the drunkards kind of stagger for a bit and kind of like, "What the fuck?" They don't seem to be as bothered by it, probably because they're a little out of it. It's pretty early in the afternoon to be this drunk too, but yeah, they're just like, "What the fuck?" and look at you.
Huh. Anyways,
The fuck you all?
Oh, they're like that, is it?
Y'all's like that, mate. What you want?
Ooh,
The fuck you saying?
On the hand that woman, foul villain. Do
Oh,
I have? No, wait, hold on. Do I have that? Or do I have vicious mockery?
I believe so. You used it before.
All right.
You don't.
Vicious mockery away.
You don't.
cunts.
I was about to say you
Oh,
don't.
God.
I was about to say, unlike druids and clerics and stuff, you don't relearn spells. You just have whatever spells you learned.
Right.
So, I mean, roll for vicious mockery. Or wait, no, they have to roll. What's the DC? 14.
I think so. Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna point to one of the guys and fuck you, essentially.
Yes.
in more eloquent terms.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me, what do you want to actually mock them with?
Your mother smells of elderberries.
Yes, the classic. The fucking classic. Alright, he's gonna roll for his. Oh, no, he doesn't. So he takes, roll 1d4 psychic damage.
Holy shit! I forgot it's a psychic damage.
Yeah, you can kill people by mocking them. It's hilarious.
Oh shit!
Oh, what? Wow.
Yeah.
2 damage. So one of them, like, kind of like pauses for a moment, so, like, gets that glassy-eyed look in his eyes, and then starts to bawling, start crying into his own hands, and then runs off into the crowd, and the other guys just kind of look, the fuck is this? What? Oh, fuck, whatever, mates. And a couple of them turn back to the girl and start, like, yelling at her again, and the other few start walking towards you guys. The fuck do you do to him, mate? What's going on?
Yeah. There is no honor in attacking a poor or helpless woman. You fucking savages.
Who the fuck? Who the fuck cares? She's not a person.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fucking filthy halfling.
The racism is killing me.
Geese it, kids. Like, compared to the other people,
My God.
compared to the other, all right, hold on. Compared to the other people in the market, who all seem to be, like I said, they're about middle class people. They're all dressed not super nice, but like clean, appropriate clothing. These guys, who like you assume were in the bar all day, are in bit dirty clothes. If anything, they're not craftsmen, but they seem to be like laborers. They might themselves even live in the slums of this area. It's hard to tell, but they're not the highest class of people here.
You don't say.
Of course, I don't fucking say, you piece of. As he gets closer, like he's uncomfortably close now. He's like in your face, breathing, and you can smell the booze wafting off of his.
Ooh, hold on. I'm gonna look at my spells.
There's
Spells. All right.
There's about 3 of them. there's about 3 of them like getting up to you. Oh god.
Okay, wait. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, no worries. There's about 3 of them up to you, and there's 3 around the lady.
Uh-oh. This is getting ugly.
A lady's coming up to me now?
No,
This lady that they're
the halfling that they're harassing.
Oh.
She's a
Can
lady.
I'm going to try to glance at Ivy and try to get her to go help it.
Can
Her.
I just bubble you guys and get the hell out of there?
I mean, you could just leave. You're chaotic neutral. You can do whatever the fuck you want.
Oh,
Whatever.
that's
No,
another
but
thing.
I have like a.
That's another thing. For character alignment, because, especially since you're new to this, don't pick a character alignment unless you're going to RP it. Because I'm
It
gonna.
seems like she's gonna RP it pretty well. She's like,
Well, no,
"Fuck
like-
it, I don't want none of this.
Well, I mean, like if she was true chaotic neutral or chaotic neutral, she would just leave because this has nothing to do with her. There's nothing to gain out of it.
Right.
So she wouldn't even bother to help you. That's what I mean.
Oh,
Like so.
that's fucked up. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
that's what I mean. Like, don't pick. I will hold you to whatever alignment you choose. So if you don't want that, just don't pick an alignment and just roleplay whatever the fuck you want to do.
That's why I'm chaotic good.
Yeah. So
As long as I do something good, I can do basically whatever.
yeah, as long as it's your ideal of good. Which is how most villains. This is how most villains start.
Right? If I beat this man half to death with my loot,
Uh-huh.
It was to help somebody.
it helps somebody.
Yeah.
Oh,
But yeah, no. So for right now, we'll just say I'll say don't pick an alignment, and you can decide later if you want to. But for right now, let's just say you're just neutral in general.
Okay, I'm going to cast Sleep on the most belligerent of them.
They're all fairly belligerent.
Oh, okay.
But also,
Fine, the ugliest one.
also sleep is an AOE, I believe.
Is it an AoE?
I think it is. Click on.
Hold on, let me see. Yeah.
That's.
No, it's one target. Oh, wait, no, hold on. That's suggestion.
90 feet.
No,
Hit
it's
it
still
once.
suggestion. Let me hit it one more time.
It's a 90 feet, I believe. Yeah, 90 feet.
Oh, that's. Oh, okay, I see what that says. All right, hold on. Let me.
Wait,
pop it open.
5d8? Holy shit.
I don't think. Is it one target within 90 feet?
It should be any creature within 90 feet, or any creatures. I'm gonna pull up the spells real quick.
Can I entangle them?
You could, depending on what the spell says. Give me a sec. I have so many
Holy
things.
Shit.
Sleep is
What?
an okay spell for low level shit.
Right. This is a good chance to use it.
Yeah. So yeah, any 20-foot radius within 90 feet. So yeah, if you center it on yourself, you could do it.
Okay. I'll do it.
Try not to get bystanders.
People they aren't terribly close to you because now the drunkards are kind of moving towards you, so the crowd kind of backed up a bit.
All right, so I'm going to cast it properly this time. Please don't fail me. God, please don't fail me.
Did you roll again?
Now I'm rolling again.
Okay. 27. So the 3 guys are standing around you, kind of like getting up your face, kind of like the smell of booze is almost overwhelming, kind of like almost makes you want to gag a little bit. You take the flute. I'm assuming you're using your flute because that was what was in your hand, and just kind of softly go do 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 do, like a soft little
Jigglypuff.
soft little melody, and they all just kind of pause, stop, and just slam on the floor. Just boom! They're all out cold.
Oh, good. Okay.
The 3 that are around you are all out cold. The other 3 are still over by the woman, kind of harassing her. One of them actually is now kicking her a little bit
Oh, fuck. All right.
because she's stuck in a corner.
Ah, shit. Okay, I guess I'm going to pick up a rock and throw it at one of them.
All right, I'll roll to hit.
All right. Roll the hit. What is my throw?
Whatever your dexterity modifier is.
Okay. Let's see. 4. All right, so roll in dexterity.
8. Awesome.
Oops! What if I hit the lady?
No, don't worry about that. You throw a rock and it whizzes past his head and kind of doesn't even really notice it until it hits the wall, hits the ground by his feet, and he's like, "What? Whatever. Whatever. Fucking
No, no.
fuck off."
Over here, you. Fuck it.
You
You
cut.
fucking faggots.
Yeah. All right, there we go. So yeah, they all actually stop and turn. The fuck you say? What happened to them? What? They notice their friends all sleep on the ground. The fuck are you? And they all start coming towards you now, and the girl kind of sees what's happening and slinks into not really an alley, but like a crevice in the buildings. Is now hiding behind there. So yeah, no, these guys are now coming towards you and looking really angry now.
They don't know that. Or hold on, real quick. They don't happen to whatchamacallit. What am I trying to ask?
What
Do
are
they
you trying?
have- Huh?
What are you trying to ask?
Trying to ask if they have whatchamacallits.
Weapons? Personalities?
Yeah.
Names?
Oh God.
Children?
Wow.
Hobbies, aspirations.
Abusive families that led them to this lifestyle? No. Too real. No.
Shit.
No. What do you want to know?
Weapons.
This is an example.
Yeah. I suppose weapons. Yeah.
From what you can see on their persons, they're wearing like everyday clothes. They're not wearing any like armor or anything else, and they don't appear to have any weapons on them.
Okay. All right. Well, then I guess I'm going to. I don't want to cause a super scene, so I don't want to kill or really severely beat the shit out of one of them.
Ivy,
But what I was
there's
asking is, can they see my ears, or do they know that I'm an elf or half elf?
not yet. You've been holding fairly still so far, so your hair like they're still hidden in your hair.
Okay. Have they seen Ivy yet?
As you guys approach, she said she put up her hood so they can't see her face too well.
Okay.
And that brings up another point. Ivy, is there anything you want to do in this situation?
Well, I suggested like entanglement.
I mean, if you want to cast that, I'm not sure how that spell works. Give me one sec. Spells by class. Druids. I'm assuming it's level 1 spell.
Entangle.
Entangle. There we go. Okay, 90 feet, 20 foot square. It's difficult terrain. Creature in the area that casts must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangled plants. Okay, so you want to cast that?
I guess so. Is that what you want me to do, Avi?
I mean, do what you want to do.
Be your own person.
Especially, this is in the moment, so if
I can't say anything.
Really?
initiative, well, no, initiative hasn't started yet, but if you start talking to him now, they're going to keep doing whatever they were doing before. So they're currently approaching you, and you have a moment before initiative starts.
Oh, they're approaching me, huh?
They're approaching the two of you because they see their friends are asleep on the ground and they're angry now. They want to go punch whoever did in the face.
My instincts is trap and then run away.
All right, go for it. Cast. Go ahead and cast Entangle.
Okay, how do I do that? Got the roll?
Hold on. No, I don't think so. So you want to cast it. What's your druidic focus, by the way?
Land.
No, her focus.
Oh.
The tool she uses.
I think we said
Staff.
staff.
All right. So you take her staff and kind of give a couple little taps on the ground, and suddenly the cobblestone ground that you guys have been standing on starts to crack and move as vines suddenly spring up from the ground and start grasping at these guys who are approaching you. Now they each make a strength saving throw. Oh, what's your DC, by the way?
I think it's for her. It's 7. Hold on. Let me check for her.
Wait, she only has 22 hit points? Holy shit. Oh, it's 12. No, that's attack bonus. Her spell saving DC is 12.
12. Let's see that. Okay.
Alright. So 2 fail. And...
Oh, damn it.
No. They failed.
Oh, they failed.
And then 1 succeeds. So for that, let me look at the spell one more time, just to make sure I'm not reading something wrong. So you say it's unsuccessfully free. Okay, yeah. So his movement speed is halved, so he's struggling to get to you, but the 2 others have been grasped and pulled to the ground and are struggling with these vines that suddenly popped up, and they're starting to freak out because they're not really sure what's going on. That's another thing I should probably mention to you. Magic, while it's not like super rare in this world, magic items are common household items at this point, but magic users are few and far between. Like 1 out of every 10 person can do it.
Oh no, I'm causing a scene.
Well, no. Yes and no. Basically, you're not going to find too many people who can counter your magic at this point.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah, but at the same time, people might freak out if you start just throwing spells all over the place.
I know. I was worried about that. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
No, you're fine. This is
You're fine.
this is improv. Think of it like improv. Just do what you want to do, and the scene will play out. There's no. This is D&D. There's no winning or losing.
God, this is dangerous.
No, there's no winning or losing in D&D. It's just doing a story. This is your guys' story. So anyway, now initiative starts, unless you want to run away or do you want to run away from this or?
I'm just gonna roll with the punches. What's next?
All right, so initiative starts for you guys. So he's gonna roll. This is when you roll a d20 and add your dexterity modifier, and that's your initiative. So that guy's not going. And then this guy, yeah. Senior Kumar, do we still have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's going on?
Initiative.
Oh boy. Fuck. This is
Where'd
not
you
what I
go?
wanted.
Where'd you go?
What do you mean?
You're supposed to be there with me. I thought I was helping you guys out.
No, I am here.
He was
I am.
distracted. He was doing something else for a second there.
Oh my god, what are you doing?
I was whoops.
You got 3 on your
Wow,
initiative.
3?
All
I
right.
rolled a natural. I rolled nat 1.
Yes, you did.
Nah, it's fantastic.
Don't worry about it. It's only initiative. All right. Ivy, have you rolled initiative yet?
What am I supposed to roll?
Initiative. So you roll a d20, add your dexterity modifier to it. Although in your character sheet there should be just the thing that says initiative, and you can click on that, I believe. Yes, if you just click on the on your character sheet, if you just click initiative, it should roll. That works too. So what's your dex modifier?
19.
19? No, modifier.
Oh.
So, wait, no, your dexterity is not 19.
What? Oh.
Sorry. Okay, so your modifier is 2, so that becomes a 21. So let's see. You're going first, actually. So
30's 52.
so 22, and then Avi. There we go. So you get to go first in the initiative.
Really?
Ivy does.
Oh, okay. I was like, whoa,
Yeah.
hold
No,
on.
not you. No. Thankfully, you're not the last one, but still.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I doing?
It is your turn.
Right.
Now, so you have your choice of action, bonus action, and movement. Movement can be broken up during your entire turn, but an action is like an attack or a spell that you have. And some of your spells are bonus actions, but you have to look at the description for that. And then a bonus action is like drawing something that putting something away, drinking a potion, etc., stuff like that.
No, I'll do bark skin.
Bark skin, so that just raises your AC, right?
I think so.
It's supposed to help protect you.
I don't know druid spells, so
If it's similar to my game that I played, it's from damage.
bark skin.
Here, let me drop it in her thing.
There it is.
Probably
That's-
don't need to eat all this. They're already trapped in the struggle.
Let's not kill them, mind you.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to kill them. Let's get out of here. Wanna go or
Oh, we're gonna leave? Okay,
we're
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna
what do you
look.
want to do?
Well, mind you, you get one sentence during your turn.
Okay.
Like-
So you're gonna say, "Let's get out of here."
Is that what you want to do?
Well, I want to know what Avi wants to do.
Well, you have to wait until his turn then,
Oh, okay.
because this is all happening within seconds of each other.
Oh,
So this isn't like a game where you can just talk like a full 5 minutes about your game plan and then take your turn. Like, no, this is in the moment. What are you doing? Go. So if you want to say, let's get out of here, and then start moving, then you can. Or you can say, hey, what do you want to do? And then just hold your turn until Avi's goes.
right. I'll hold my turn and see what Avi wants.
Okay. So the two thugs who are currently entangled are still entangled. Hold on. Yeah, no, they don't get out of it. They're still struggling with it. Being drunk is not helping them. Now it is Avi's turn.
Okay. All right. So first things first, I'm gonna look and see if that halfling woman made it to safety.
Okay.
Roll perception.
Murphy, derps, Murphy, warp. All right, let's see.
15. So in this moment, there's a crowd that's still formed around you guys. They've given you guys a bit of space, especially since the mysterious lady just cast a bunch of a magic spell. Druidic magic, mind you. You barely notice somebody who's still in that alcove. It might be her, it might be someone else. You're not really sure because it's a bit hard to see, but you can tell there's somebody still in the alcove that she went to originally.
Okay, well then I'm going to ignore what's going on here and move on.
Right, you're gonna split.
I'm going to go check out where she is, and once she's safe, I'm moving.
All right. So you want to go push through the crowd?
Yeah.
All right. So you go. Roll me acrobatics.
Oh boy. Okay, acrobatics. Do I even have? Oh wow, I do.
Jesus Christ!
Where do you go to get all these?
It's on your character sheet.
We got the nats.
You got a nat
Oh,
20.
wow.
Yeah.
I acrobatically leap through the fucking crowd.
Like
Yeah.
like a graceful feline, you weave your way between the legs of all the people in the crowd,
Yep.
making it who are still awestruck at what's just happened in front of them. You make it over to the back of the crowd where you can have a better view of the little outcrop that she originally ducked behind. Yeah, she is definitely still there. Kind of not. She don't look too bad. She's been beaten up a little bit, but she's more awestruck at what she's seeing right now.
Okay.
She seems fine though.
Cool. Good. All right. I'm gonna say to her very quickly in common because I don't know what she speaks, and just say, "Hey, you better get out of here quick."
All right. And you still have the restroom movement because that was only 10 feet.
Okay. I suppose as an action, I'm gonna pick
10
her
feet.
up on her feet.
She's not on the ground. She's crouching behind a wall. Do you want to just pull her or?
Well, I want to get her moving, so.
All right. So roll me athletics.
Okay. Nat 20, nat 20, nat 20, athletics. Oh, Jesus God.
Wait, is that with Jack of all trades?
No, it's
Okay. Well, it's still a 5, but
not. Still.
okay. Now it's her time to roll.
God damn.
Not much higher, but still higher than you.
Okay.
She wasn't prepared to be like pulled anywhere or anything, so she kind of like pulls back from you as you like reach for her. But you can see she's not like she understands what you said and is like ready to move, but she just wasn't ready for you like to be like pulled anywhere. Like, oh god, someone's reaching for me, kind of thing. So anything else you want to do with your? You still have the rest of your movement if you want.
Okay, and now it's time to boogie.
All right, so you start booking out of there. Second thug, seeing what's going on, he's gonna try to awkwardly chase after you because he's like, "Fuck you, fuck this guy." Oh jeez. So he tries to force his way through the crowd, and just awkwardly stumbles and falls on his own face. He's nice.
Idioto.
Yeah, no, he's now awkwardly trying to like get up and like get the fuck out of my way, and he's like starts shoving people as he's trying to get to you. Now we're back up to the initiative order. It is Ivy's turn. What are you doing?
Where am I right now? Am I still in the...
You're still in the same spot you were, like towards the center of the crowd.
Okay, I'm gonna go invisible. Find off.
Can you speak up a little bit, please?
I use my invisibility spell and then find off.
You have invisibility?
I
I think
don't-
so.
That's
Hold on.
a higher spell.
She's level
Stealth.
3.
I have
right?
stealth. Stealth. I'm gonna stealth.
Okay, stealth is different from invisibility. But yeah, a level three druid would not have invisibility yet.
Yeah, sorry. I meant stealth.
Yeah, no worries. So
Her
roll stealth.
Is 4. Okay.
Yeah, 4.
Do you know how to do that?
So go to the little journal symbol on the right hand side, and then go down and click. Yeah, up in the right hand side will say journal. It's next to the little picture symbol and the little eye.
And then click on my icon.
Yeah, and click on your character.
Okay. There.
Nope, John's gone.
Yeah, he left a second ago.
Yeah, I just noticed. It just registered on my screen. And then when you go over to your skills, if you click on the skill itself, it will roll it for you.
Oh. On the character sheet or the attributes and ability?
No, on the character sheet, there's a skills called stealth.
Right. Okay, click on it. Then what?
And it rolls for you. So you got a 20 total.
Oh, okay.
So
So she stealths right the fuck out of there.
Yep.
and all right, no one really notices. Cool. They basically had to get nat 20 to notice you. So excuse me. Oh. Okay, so you stealth and move out of the crowd.
Mhm.
All right, so you make your way
Jobby.
to him. All right.
Okay.
Everyone's distracted by Avi and the thug that's going on right now. So, all right, the other two are still being strangle-angled. Your spell is a concentration spell, so the second you either A, lose concentration, or B, use a different spell that uses concentration, that spell goes away. But for right now, they're still just struggling to stand up.
Okay.
All right, so those two are still doing that. Avi, it's now your turn. Just gonna keep booking it.
Yep. Full,
Alright.
or flat out.
All right. For the sake of this, I'll say you and Ivy start moving at the same initiative.
Okay.
And all right, let me just roll something real quick. Yeah, no. Okay, so small halfling girl starts ducking in and out of the crowd to make her way out of there. And now, as you guys are running, you start to see some of the city guards running at the crowd, trying to break up whatever's going on now.
Okay.
Like, hey, what's going on? Yeah, they're all yelling now, and people are starting to like scatter. Like, nope, we're not part of this. We're not part of this.
I'm going to book slightly harder because
Head to the gate.
no, we just you
No?
keep low.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you want, you can, because this is a big area over here.
Oh, okay.
So if you want, you can just head towards the other side of the market and just kind of blend in.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's do that.
Okay. Because
I'm
at this
gonna
point,
take a bath quick.
you're gonna go bathroom.
Yeah, real quick.
Okay.
Couple minutes. Okay, bye.
Yeah, no worries. So, okay, so yeah, the situation dies down. I'm gonna turn off that music because that's action music.
Okay.
And this is the point where Kilm shows up and is gonna meet up with you guys. There we go. I feel bad that John's having troubles right now.
Right.
Come on, send the text. Come on. Come on. There we go. I don't know what it is. Sometimes my phone, like, wigs out like I pressed a bunch of different buttons that I was nowhere near close to. And it's just like, no, you wanted to open up Google, right? I'm like, no, I didn't push Google. I'm in the middle of a fucking message. Yeah, so I'm not sure what that is about. But yeah, on a side note, while we wait, seriously though, if you wouldn't mind, if you could check out my channel and avoid the D&D sessions because that would spoil some stuff. But like the other videos, if you just give those a look and give me some constructive criticism, I would like that. Hello.
Okay.
I would appreciate that.
What's up?
We're just waiting for a second. I'm going to see what John wants to do. Let's send him a text. And there might be a
Oh, go ahead.
yeah, there might be a capture card in the future. I'm not sure when or if that's going to happen. But I figured it'd be fun if we got back onto our old Xboxes and just played like old games we used to play, like World of Tanks, just the shenanigans that we used to have.
Oh my god. Aladdin, motherfucker!
Exactly. And then if the I don't even know if the servers are still up, but Sniper Elite 3,
Ah, God, I hope the server's still up.
the Panzertech, yeah.
Panzershek, yeah.
No,
No, they have a Panzershek, yeah.
I,
Dude, this
but
more.
I fucking
Oh, go ahead.
I fucking love that one only because you got really salty when I kept getting kills from across the map
I hated that.
with a fucking rocket launcher. It's a sniping game, Mike. God damn it.
I know, right? I was so fucking angry about that.
And the one time I was actually getting good kills with the sniper rifle, you weren't there, so I was like, damn it. Oh, he got back to me. With the happening.
Aladdin, motherfucker!
Good times.
Oh my god, it's gonna rain the rest of the
Oh shit.
That sucks.
We need the rain, though. I don't like the rain, but we need it. Okay. He's currently getting back to me. Wasn't sure if you guys were still fighting or not. So as the situation dies down, the halfling actually approaches you guys. She pops up from the crowd. Excuse me. God, my voice is really going again.
Oh, back.
But yeah, she thanks you guys and is really appreciative of like you helping her out there in that situation. Hello?
Huh?
Yeah, the halfling's with you now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was trying to say she
Halfling.
Oh, hello again.
Sorry, you said the howling. I was like, what?
Yeah, no, they're not fighting anymore. And the halfling just as you approach, the halfling actually pops up with them too, and is currently thanking them for helping her out there.
Fucking racists. Hope you're okay.
Oh, nothing I haven't seen before, unfortunately.
That is not something people should have to go through.
I agree, but it's an unfortunate situation we live in right now. But again, thank you so much for helping me back there.
That's no problem. I hope you stay safe out here.
Actually,
This reminds me of a piece. Pull out flute. No, I'm kidding.
damn it.
I had to go
This,
there real
this reminds me of a song. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so Ken Rise, um, and she notices Kill and his big armored self, and she looks a little bit of more excited now, and she turns to you guys. If it's not any more trouble, I actually am looking for people like you to help me on something right now.
Oh.
Forget-
What do you mean, you people?
Oh no, no, I didn't mean anything like that. No, no. But I'm actually in a bit of trouble, and I could really use some help.
What kind of trouble?
Well-
Trouble more than what you just got into?
Well, not me per se. It's my people.
Oh.
Well, you see, this I don't live here. I've only come here to seeking help.
Okay, well, tell us.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. uh, I've come to this place because I heard there was a guild out here, and I've been looking to find some adventurers who could potentially help us. There's a large creature that's been hunting and killing our people, and this kind of rings a bell for you, Killen, because you've found a note.
Ah. And I'm like, and I, you know, wait, did I keep the note? Actually, I don't know.
I assume you did, because you didn't say you
Yeah.
threw it away. So,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, no. She goes on to say, there's a large creature that, for whatever reason, likes the taste of halflings and has been persistently attacking areas around our village, and we're worried that eventually it will find and attack our village itself and possibly uproot our entire home.
That sounds serious.
It is. It is very
Yeah,
serious.
let's
If,
yes.
and
We'd
I
be more than happy to help you.
oh my gosh, thank you. I've been trying with the guild for so long, but I don't have any money, so they don't listen to me.
The last point, I pull out the note. was this a note from you guys?
It was enough for me. Yes. Did you accept the quest?
Well, I mean, it was crumpled up on the floor, so I assumed
Uh,
that the guild
oh.
themselves didn't like it being on the board.
Oh, they found out, and she looks kind of sad now.
Also,
I-
I assume this reward part is of a mild fabrication.
Yes, I'm sorry. I didn't know how else to get people's attention. No one was listening inside the guild, and without money, no one would even bother giving me the time of day, especially since I'm, well, and she refers to her height. Like, she starts, like, pointing to, like, the difference. Anyways, if by any means you could muster up some forces and come attack this monster, we'd surely find a way to repay you somehow. I'm sure of it. We just don't have money at the moment.
Where does this monster reside? Or how far from this village is the monster, like ride wise?
Let's go to the map. So you is here, in Tamsworth, and whoops, no, that's the wrong tool. And she's roughly saying that her village is somewhere here.
So I mean, it's vaguely where we're in the direction we're going, anyways.
Yeah, it is roughly in the direction. She goes on to say, because you don't know a lot about halflings, but what little you do know is that they're very reclusive type, kind of like in The Hobbit. Wherever they put roots, most people don't know where that is, and for the most part, they don't leave town. They usually stay within their homes and like mind their own goddamn business. But so the fact that she's made it all the way out here to the other side of this like little territory means that they're looking for people for help.
Oh crap.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm willing to help.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm here to help.
I
We're
was,
kind of going that vaguely the direction, anyways.
oh, thank you so much. If you can just gather whatever.
Actually, but I do want to try to do like a truth check though first, just to make sure.
Oh, okay. So roll insight.
Right.
I'm gonna roll this.
Let's see. Insight would be okay. Wisdom, so plus zero. Is doable. Good job.
Yeah, you leveled up, so you're not as bad.
Well, it was from a negative to a plus zero, so.
I know you, but damn it.
I'm not. I don't.
I-
I'm not
I know.
successful. don't
I
see
know,
things
but-
very much.
She rolled an 8, so so you had a good chance. You can't
And
you
I fucked
can't-
it up.
you can't get a good like you believe she's telling the truth. You just can't quite tell if there is an ulterior motive or not. It just seems like she's about to burst into tears, happy at like you guys saying that you'll help out, especially since like the world does revolve around money, and so the fact that she's not even giving you like real promise of any payment, like this is really like exciting for her. Like she's really happy that you accepted.
Oh, you guys
What?
are being hired for free.
I mean, she
Question is, are you going along with this?
I don't know. I'm debating right now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
Halfling eating thing that might like elves.
maybe likes elves, maybe hates it. Who knows?
I don't know.
I know I'm probably not Eden, so I'm.
I'm allergic to elves. I can't have them.
Probably not a giant goat that eats tin cans.
They get-
it's
Strong
nice.
as
They gave me
monster.
indigestion. Wait, what was
We
that?
don't know.
Wait, what was that?
Okay, I don't know about this.
I may ask you.
Well, yeah. What do you want?
So what do you think that? I mean, like, how many people do you think would need to take down this monster? Like, what?
Well, yeah. I was about to say if you could possibly gather up whatever equipment you have and possibly bring whatever other members of your party there are, we could you'll need them to kill this thing. It's
We
a-
only have one more.
He's with you right now.
Oh, yeah, we have two. We have two other people.
And all the members of the party are currently present.
Yeah. So I was like, this is.
And she's suggesting that you might want an extra couple people.
Okay, how are we gonna get these people?
I was like, I mean, I don't think we're gonna be any better at recruiting than you are.
Well, you have money, so you are actually much further along than she is.
Oh my
So
god.
you're not gonna pay us, and you want us to pay to go in.
Well, no,
Ponzi
no.
scheme.
Yeah.
No,
Down
You
here.
know-
well, no,
Yeah,
she
yeah,
does. No, this is as GM. I'm saying that you have money
Yeah,
to. But no, she's not suggesting you go higher. She's assuming that your party is larger than it is.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, she
I was-
she thinks from the way you use magic just now, and the way you just came in to save her, she thinks you're like a proper like members of a guild already.
Oh no, we are
It is-
Oh,
not.
no. Yeah,
It is a-
we picked our team name like 2 days ago.
Oh
Wait.
shit! Wait, Cindy doesn't know the team name.
I don't know.
The Daywatch.
Mind you, this is This is
Watch?
But we
Yeah.
couldn't figure out anything better.
they were killing undead, and so they were like, we're gonna call ourselves the Daywatch. Like again, it's not set in stone. You can always change it later on.
But it's just what we came up with at the time.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
this,
the
there is
best that we came up with.
there is a renown system in this game, so the more like deeds you do, the more renown you gain, and like whether it's favorable or not is a different thing entirely. And eventually, like you'll start to enter, like eventually your reputation will precede you. Essentially, you enter a town and people are like, oh shit, you're part of them, like, or whatever.
We're part of them. We are them.
Yeah, or like if a member like goes off to like to buy something and they notice, yeah, you get what I mean though. So yeah, there was a misconception here. She thinks that you're part of a guild, and so that you can gear up and get more people.
Nope.
I think I might have to dispel some misconceptions. Actually, didn't get her name. Did I get her name?
My main Samantha.
Sammy.
My voice broke again. Sorry.
this is the our group. This is as much as we have.
Oh,
Uh,
oh, and
we're we're pretty good, but
you can
that's
see the excitement in her eyes and her like demeanor drain slowly.
Slowly.
It's like, oh,
Aw.
I see. Um, I mean,
Aw.
if you can still help, I'd really appreciate it. But I, I don't want you to risk yourselves unnecessarily. If there's
Right, we're
people
gonna
you could.
die.
Oh, okay. Well, in that
This-
case, walk.
Oh, okay. I mean, if she
I'm
wants
here
to,
to
like,
help.
No, I'm kidding.
no, Ivy, if you want to do something, go ahead and do it. Like, that's half the fun of this. Like, never mind, walk away.
I Sammy. If you know,
Or
if you,
nicknames.
Samwise Gamgee.
Samantha. It's my
you
Christian
know,
name, damn it.
you're Christian? Wow, no.
I'm kidding.
If you know, if you, we could try to recruit more people. I mean, if you had literally anything that the prize, as you said, was a fabrication, and if you already have us in the quest, maybe help let other people join. But I don't see, yeah, how.
I mean,
if it's just us, we could really do this.
I mean, I'm sorry that I can't. I already. Sorry, my computer just sent a notification to me. Sorry. Um, I don't really have anything that I can offer up front, or even that I can promise out of hand, because I'm not sure if I'm not even sure if my village is still there. To be honest, we kind of left in a hurry to make sure we could get some people to help.
Oh,
I've
we
already
should
been
go.
gone.
We
I've
should-
already been gone for a week.
Really?
Wow.
Wow. We're
Um,
we're on the way.
uh,
I don't
she
know,
she
man.
said she said like, okay, you can get from what she's saying is that like if it takes an extra day or so to get more people or to like gear up, she's cool with that, because like she knows how dangerous this is, and she's not going to tell you to like run in there.
Fuck it. Let's just go.
And
Fuck
also, I'm not the only one who was sent out to go
Okay,
find people.
Alfie, you go. I'm leaving.
Oh,
Um,
okay, so the other one, there's a chance that
a couple,
the other halfling
a couple of
can
us,
find someone?
yeah, a couple of us ran to other cities to go seek help, with the same mission of finding anyone who was willing to come help out. So I have no idea if they found anyone, but they might have.
Okay.
Uh,
I say no. I'm out.
Ives have none of this.
No, there's no promises of reinforcements or anything. No.
So- I mean, if you kill the beast, you can have its parts. I mean,
Yeah, it might have our parts.
oh, parts, not hearts.
parts. Yeah, parts. Which reminds me, Avi, you did take those the chitin plates from the Akin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you want to try to find somebody that could probably use it or sell it, this would probably be a good place to do it.
Oh,
In case you want to do that, Keaton.
Um.
But as the situation is, she's not like she seems a little brokenhearted that you just said like this is your full force. Um, she looks like she would understand if you would decline. Like she'll go keep asking for help until somebody either
We're gonna go.
comes or yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna go help.
LT Gray is
you have fun.
LT Gray is on board for this. the people's man. Um, and then Morlora is just kind of there. She's got her own mission she's doing.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah. So, Kaylin, you're on board for this, or
Um.
oh, he's gone again.
Is he really?
Ah,
I think he is. It looks like he is. Fuck.
Okay. Well, do we want to wrap up then for tonight?
Yeah, we're about to wrap
Yeah,
up
it's like
anyways.
9 o'clock.
Yeah, no, we're about to wrap up anyways. But to clarify, Ivy, if you don't want to go, you don't have to.
Okay. Nope.
Uh, with the way I do things, like normally in a D&D session, you'd be like kind of railroaded, like, no, this is the story, we're going along with it, like kind of thing. But if you,
Oh,
no,
what?
no,
You're gonna
normally,
die.
no, that's what I mean. Normally, that's what the case would be. Otherwise, you can fuck off and do whatever the hell you want, and I'm gonna get like it will just. The only difference will be is that there's gonna be moments where I'll have to switch between who I'm talking to and who I'm doing the scene with, and for the most part, I want you to be like present at the very least, so that you're still involved in the game.
Okay.
That's just how I would run things. But there will be stuff you can do regardless of if you go with them or not. And for the most part, it is technically on the way towards the capital, anyways. So, kind of works out. So you could just avoid the monster all entirely and still get to where you're going. Also, Avi, do you want to explain to her why you're going to the capital in the first place?
This
Good
is gonna
idea.
be.
You don't
Why
have to.
are we
Like,
going to the capital in the first place?
you were involved in a crime. No,
You're a criminal?
not to,
which,
no,
which crime?
no, technically no. So remember, you went to investigate Hazelcliff and the mysterious happenstance.
We,
Right. So
we
we
murdered them.
Yeah,
Since
and
we technically did kill.
you did kill a
We
noble.
did
You
technically.
you killed the noble of an entire territory,
Yep.
and
What?
that will be under investigation. You do have evidence to show that you were in the right.
That's right. We're bringing the
my
evidence.
goodness.
Yeah, you're cutting the middleman out and heading there straight yourself. But
That way nothing gets lost or.
yeah,
anything.
you're making sure that no corruption, like basically your reasoning behind it was like we don't want this to like accidentally get lost or like someone hiding it or whatever. And then you're finding little mysteries along the way, and again, don't worry about like sidetracking. You'll get to your destination.
So, I don't know what I missed, but I was going to see if there's any way we could contact the other halflings and see if they did find anyone. Like, is there like some sort of faster than horse way of
If-
communicating with people?
I mean, if you have a spell that could do that, but I don't. I'm not a magic user.
Oh, I was thinking like, is there like in the city, like is there like a I don't know, like a telegraph office, but magic telegraph office? I don't know.
You can certainly look around for one, but
I'm
Like, as far as she knows? as far as she knows, there's no like the only like the quickest messaging service you probably find is probably like a hawk, a messenger hawk. But even that would require like because that would be between like cities and not between people because that hawk's not gonna know where the fuck they're going. Like,
Yeah. Find Joe. He's about this tall. He has a
Yeah.
hat on usually.
he's a halfling in a secret village. No, but yeah, no. To wrap this up, basically, she's going to keep looking for more people while you guys are still here, and she'd understand if you guys decided not to go because of the situation you're in.
Maybe if we see in town, if we do maybe research about the monster, see if we can find out more about it. Besides
Yeah.
just, we should stab it until it dies.
It's a big, scary thing that goes underground.
Yeah.
That's basically what she just told you because they don't know much about it either, besides the fact that it likes halflings for some goddamn reason.
Yeah, because I assume anything it likes
Live-
to eat. So
Yeah,
can't
it
really-
lives in the hilly areas. It's burrows on the ground. It's very large and it's scary. But yeah, that's what you know. So, so so for next session, your options are to investigate, to prep, possibly go straight there, whatever. Avi, if you want to sell your plates, they're kind of just like sitting in your bag right now. 10 pounds, I think it was it?
Yeah, 10 pounds.
10 pounds of chitin plates. You don't. You're not sure what they could be used for, but possibly they could be used for something interesting, some new gear or whatever. You're not entirely sure, but could be worth asking around. Could be worth getting information talking to the guild. Who knows? But yeah, think about your options, and we can just basically wrap it up here with our adventurers getting a request from a poor little halfling that was being beaten up just moments ago.
And the family didn't eat that because we.
Possibly, she's not sure because that's the risk they took was going looking for help because it's a good couple of days just to get there. So, so she's been here for about a week. So who knows?
Man. Okay.
Um, anywho, God, my freaking voice. I love playing this game, but I hate how my voice ends up after it. Um, so,
Oh man, the open source, Stephen Hawking's like voice thing. Could use that.
and then they came into the village. I can't even imagine that. Um, so, wrapping up notes. Any comments, questions, concerns?
I hope we don't go into this and die.
Okay. How do you? Oh, sorry. Yeah, going into this and dying would be a bad idea.
Yeah. Also, remember, I am a fan of the unconventional encounters, so it's not. You don't necessarily just have to go in hack and slash. You could plan it. You can there's so many things you could experiment with to try, and of course, if everything else fails, you can always just run the fuck away.
I'm gonna hit it with lightning. It's probably my first.
Like possibly setting up a trap, a pitfall. Like you never know what could work.
Cindy,
Getting a
what's
bunch
the
of
question
acid.
You should just ask out loud.
I
Yeah.
don't have my headset on.
Oh. Oh, why'd you take it off?
It's irritating my head.
Oh, you should go get a nice headset. But anyways, so your first role-playing game, how do you feel?
Kind of fun.
All right, would you want to do this again next week?
I don't know.
Excellent answer. Yeah, let me know if you because this game's like I said, it's improvisation null, and it's a story that you're supposed to have fun, just like acting out. Don't worry about it is a game, but there's no winning or losing. Just have fun with it. And if there's anything you want to see happen or you want to experience in this game, just let me know. If you have any problems, talk to me. That's part of what this game is just communicating with your DM. And yeah, it's supposed to be just a fun little game. Even though I add people dying and racism and all this other shit. I get a little real sometimes. It's just how I do it.
Racism is killing me.
Miss.
What was that?
What happens if we miss one?
Miss a session?
Miss a session, yeah.
Well, as you saw, one of our players already is missing sessions, and I'm just kind of he's just kind of here as a character, and if I need to add him in an encounter, I will. If you miss enough sessions to the point where it's you just aren't around it ever, then I'll just have your character, which Jake might become pretty soon if he doesn't start showing up again. I'll just make your character a wandering character, and what happens with those is that I will drop them in a random area, and if you happen to cross them again, you can basically fight them, kill them, get their XP, and I mean their full XP value.
Oh my god.
Get all their gear, and potentially other things.
Jesus.
Cannibalize them, basically.
Yeah, that's only if I make you a wandering character, and basically you just have to stop showing up all the time for that. And considering he's missed the last 3 sessions, has it been? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say.
Yeah. So if he doesn't show up, at least start showing up pretty soon.
I
I'm
don't think
probably.
he's interested, dude.
I mean,
Jake's like that.
I mean, yeah, but that's why I'm trying to tell you guys. As a GM, just talk to me. If you want to see something happen, or if you're not as interested, just tell me why. Hey, let's talk. This isn't like a computer game where if you don't like something, you just have to quit. You can talk to me about it.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and I already told or asked Keaton, but I'd appreciate it, John, if you have some free time, look at my channel and just give me some constructive criticism about it. Because I'm trying to
Can you plug your channel in here? Maybe pin it?
Um, I believe so. It's literally just Lord of Fuzzy. Like
No,
how
okay.
it's the same as my gamer tags and all that, so it's pretty easy to find. And if you, I hotkeyed Fuzzy on all my videos, so literally if you just go like Late Shift, that's a game I played recently, Helldivers, just put that and then Fuzzy, and it should be one of the first videos you find.
Lord
Uh,
of Fuzzy YouTube.
yeah, but yeah, like whenever you guys got free time, you don't have to worry about. I mean, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe and all that shit, but don't worry about it. Like we're friends in real life, so it doesn't really matter. Um, and yeah, and if you guys like, by all means, if you guys got some free time and you want to play a game, just hit me up and we'll see what we can do. Because I'm better about talking and having content when I have people to talk to. So if I'm just sitting there by myself, it just kind of gets a little weird. I don't talk to myself, so it's a little weird just doing it like for a video. Alrighty, and I believe that's all.